can't do that.
What?
No. Good evening, good evening, good evening, folks, and welcome back to another edition of Vape Lounge NI. With myself, Roy's Reviews. We've got Michelle, and as you may have noticed, there's two other people on screen and one camera.
Two special guests.
Two special guests.
Two special guests. Oh.
We've got the beautiful Becca and
Aw.
the not so handsome Mark.
You fucking back. Excuse me. Say that back right now.
No.
I am a handsome gentleman, I'll have you know.
You are, even though you're short. The handsome gentleman with big nipples.
Yes, exactly. They're not on short tonight. I'll put a black t-shirt on so I can hide them.
The one thing I want to notice tonight is you haven't got a police t-shirt on.
No, I've got. I'm rocking my boy, the Devil Vapor tonight. I don't know if you can.
After
See it, man. Rocking my boy, Dino.
So who all have we in the house tonight? We have Manic.
Hey, Manic.
Bill.
Hey, Bill.
Matthew Davies.
Hey, Matt Davis.
Some person called TVP. Don't know who he is. Ian Morgan. Good we show in tonight so far.
Well, there's 18 watching. So.
I didn't even bring me.
Hi to all you ghosties out there.
Hi, Andrew.
Hello, ghosties. Hello, ghosties. I know you're here for me, in my opinion, ghosties.
Because they aren't here for me.
I mean, who am I?
Oh, they're. Hi, Bill, honey.
Hey, Bill.
Bill Richards, you sexy beast.
So, we'll get it out of the way first of all.
Alright.
What'd you have for tea?
We had.
No, what are you vaping on?
we had we went out for a Chinese, mate. We had a date night. I wore a shirt and everything, and we went out for Chinese.
You wore a shirt?
Nice.
I wore a shirt, mate, yeah.
If you can call it a shirt.
It was a shirt. What was it?
It was
back
loud.
Slightly loud, but...
Loud?
Yeah.
Mm.
I thought it was a nice shirt, to be honest. You know, a little flowery pattern thing going on. Nice. Look, I made the effort, right? Date night, so I put a nice shirt on. We had a nice meal.
That's cute.
Oh.
That's cute.
There's your brother from America.
Busy!
Bitch.
Show my bitch. Yeah.
There's a question for you. Which Chinese do you go to?
We went to
Taipan.
Taipan on the Dock Road.
Bit.
Beautiful, mate.
There's a blast from the past, MBK. Welcome, sir.
Strapping MBK. So yeah, did you ask what I'm vaping on?
Aye.
Right, so I am vaping on the Geek Vape Aegis limited edition with the Fat Rabbit tank on top. This is, honest to God, I've been using this now for 3 weeks, constantly, this tank. Fucking love it. Absolutely love it. I'm on the Asmodeus Lustro Kodama with the One Top Vape Gemini RDTA on top. They say it's an RDTA, but it's like a tank. It's like an RTA. Very, very good. And finally, I'm on the UL Yearn pod system.
Is that refillable?
It's not refillable. No, it comes with pre-filled pods, but spectacular vape, this.
It looks pretty.
It looks pretty.
Very good.
It suits you. Looks a bit like the Manchester United third kit.
What are you on, champ?
Whatever you're vaping.
I'll just rob his stuff, don't worry about it.
No, Becca's on the. She's on the Valerian 2 with the rainbow fat rabbit tank on top of her.
Ooh, that's
Is
pretty.
the
And Becca's actually rocking some Kilbury ice in there. Some of my Kilbury ice. Maybe.
Ooh.
Very nice, very nice.
Hiya Shane, hiya BLT. Oh, were you out in the sauce last night, Becca?
No, this divvy got drunk, as usual, and then ended up on the couch in his little princess mode, so I had to get him, take him to bed, as usual.
I got a little bit tipsy. I wouldn't say I was drunk. Listen, after the week we've just had with the 3 kids, we're both fucking exhausted, aren't we? So, yeah, just catching up on me, man. I was knackered.
I have 3 kids here all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
And
That's true.
and 2 across in Wales.
Correct, Sean, I'm a sissy fuck, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm getting old. That's the thing. I'm almost 40 now, so come on, Roy. You can attest.
I'm almost 50.
Mm. You're old as fuck, mate. You're like a fossil now, so...
Nothing.
I know, but I can still rock the young chicks.
Don't know, mate. That's not what she told me.
You giving secrets away again?
No, not me.
You giving secrets away again?
No, not me. Not me.
Sleazy.
It's alright, because you look young, don't you?
I do look young. I like
keep
people.
young.
You know, people say like, when did I get ID'd? I got ID'd about fucking 12 months ago.
Oh my
Honest to
No, it
God.
was about 6 weeks ago.
Who, me?
Yeah, you text me in Tesco.
Oh, was
when
it?
was that when you had no beard?
No, I had a beard. I had a beard and everything. I looked grey as fuck, like haggard. And this bird said, "Have you got any ID, mate?" I'm like, fucking what?
I'd ID you.
She was thinking, I'm in here. I'm in here.
She just wanted to make sure it was a real TVP. Come on,
So,
that's probably it.
Do you reckon she wanted like a TVP card with my number on?
Oh, aye.
you did say she was old.
She was old.
Will. Evening, Chris.
Evening, Chris. Beezy.
Chris,
Listen, I wear super skinny jeans. They're the future, mate. Honestly, forget these boot cut baggy bullshit.
oh, no.
Super skinnies are where it's at, innit?
Men in skinnies. No, I don't see the appeal.
Yeah, but Michelle, I've got the legs to rock them. You know what I mean? I'm a
Yes.
postman, so
She has got skinny legs.
I've got cars for
You
days.
see, the problem with me with skinny jeans, I've got too much baggage in front.
No, I know that's nonsense, right? Again, not what Michelle told me. So,
Michelle, would you stop?
I'm gonna cause murder with these two, aren't I?
That's it.
There's a moss in here.
Yeah, kill it now. Kill it. Kill them
I
all.
have to go kill a moss stage and everything else. Michelle, what are you vaping on this evening?
I'm on the Aegis Legend too, but it's rainbow.
Oh no, mine's better because it's the limited. Mine's a light one. It's made out of a magnesium alloy, so fuck you.
I like the heavy stuff. It's easier to beat people with. Anyway, I don't do that. Just FYI, people. And I've got the Kelpie on top with some.
Woo! The Kelpie!
I've got some Dr. Vapes and that blue stuff. I love that stuff.
Yeah, we see the Instagram post she puts out later. Was it out yet?
No.
I didn't think people use the Kelpie anymore.
I've got this little thing. I've not used it for ages. I thought I'd crack out again.
Is that the Exilus?
Yeah, I like it, but I don't think I'll be able to rebuild on it because
That is fucking massive for a pod, isn't it?
it's huge for my hands.
But she didn't even charge it. She got it yesterday morning
I charged it today.
from
But...
good old.
That's why Roy thinks his dick's massive because you've got like the world's smallest hands, haven't you?
And I've
You got like
got...
Jeremy Beadland.
Oh my god, I can't reach. I've got Pod Salt Bubble Blue in there. There we go. And that's all I've got. And yeah, that's all I've got tonight.
Is that any better now? Who was it?
So Phil.
Sub Vape. Is that any better now? Is that a Vicious Ant mod?
No, it's not, Craig. You fucking Phil Mitchell wannabe. Fuck, get fucked.
And
He
is-
won. Craig's my mate, so he won a Vicious Ant mod. It's worth like 600 quid, and he won it in a raffle for 20 quid.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
So I was going to buy a Vicious Ant mod at Expo, and then I was
I
like,
offered him 60 quid for it, and he's still not having it.
I got it for like 20 quid.
I'll give you 61.
Just do it, man. Just do it.
I'm echoing. How can I be echoing, man? Oh, come on.
Mark sounds like the Wizard of Oz.
I'd love to go see
I have
the
no
wizard.
echo coming through here at all, so
No, I can't hear any echo either. Can you hear me echoing when I speak?
No.
Nope.
You wouldn't swallow them. That's here, Craig. He mustn't like you much. He swallowed from me.
Well,
I don't swallow for anyone, trust me. Bad echo from TVP. Look, listen, I'm using my Rode mic, I'm using the setup I've always used. I don't know what's fucking going on.
It's probably me. Hang on. Bring that forward a bit.
is there space?
Since Troy changed the volume on his end, all I did was turn my volume a wee bit. Right. That should hopefully. He likes it when you come in his beard.
No need for beard wax then, eh?
I like it in the morning when it goes all dry and you pick it out.
Oh.
Bit of dry jizz.
I've never ever had to do that. I don't have a beard. I look shit with a beard. I'm on the top side gel with the font on top.
As if you've do you even vape, bro?
No, why does that look blue on camera? With the unicorn drip tip. in there, I'm rocking some of Captain's Titanic custard, which is banana and caramel.
It's so good. And I'm not a custard fan, but I quite like it.
And
It's quite nice.
I have got the Caliburn, which I actually quite enjoy. Apart from the battery life in this thing, it's shit.
Yeah, the battery life, this UL yearns to say, mate, the battery life's fucking abysmal. Shocking.
Whereas, compared to, because I absolutely still love this B3
Fuck
Mini.
out of here, man.
Did you not get one?
Do you like it?
I never got one.
You ever got one?
Do you know what they were doing in a company like Export? You know when we did like the fucking in the reviewer area and all the company, they were the only fuckers I didn't speak to.
Oh, you should have spoke to them.
Why?
Fucking wounded, mate.
Well, Mark, I'll get you sorted.
No, in fairness, so Virtue, Mike at Virtue said, I saw it yet when I put you in contact with them. I'm like, nah, everyone's fucking got one now.
No, for the Revo.
Nah, I'm not interested. Honestly, I'm not fucking. If they want me to review for them, they'll get in contact. I couldn't give a monkeys to.
Yeah, put that down to there. Turn that.
I'm not that guy that goes fucking, you know, chasing after stuff. It's like, if people want me to review for them, they'll ask me. If not, I'm not.
Well, whenever I was speaking to Sherilyn at Expo, she asked me, because I was talking to her and I said I was only a wee small time reviewer, and she says, "Oh, we'll get you sorted out," and blah blah blah. She says, "But who would you recommend to review it?" So straight away I just thought of the UK Vape Show and gave her all your names, and you know I thought that was it. I thought she was going to make contact with you all then after that, but then suppose she didn't I didn't have your email address for them to get.
TVP is well hard, mate. On a bit.
Gangster.
The Rock.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, you know.
I'm just going to call you Christian from now onwards.
I think we should get Basie on later.
Why? Call me Christian, why?
Yeah. It's just from a show. Do you ever watch show? Well, it was probably before your time. What's his surname? I can't even sing his surname. It was from Manchester, and he did a late music show.
Oh, fucking that cunt who used to do the late night. What's it called? Terry Christian.
Terry Christian, that's it.
Dude, honestly, I've had that so many times. People say I sound like Terry. I sound nothing like Terry Christian. Alright.
Manic, I don't care. It's part of the course. Thumbs down. I don't care. Thumbs down, thumbs up doesn't mean a shit to me because it's all traffic.
Why you getting thumbs down? Because I'm on.
No, well, I get some. If I don't get 13 thumbs down by the first 15 minutes into the show, there's something wrong.
Public enemy number one, me, mate, at the moment. It's like, you know, you can't please everyone, can you?
Welcome to the dark side.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I couldn't give a fuck.
No.
Like, genuinely, will never, ever, ever lose a wink of sleep over it. Well, I do not give a flying fuck. I like, we were talking earlier, weren't we, and I said I've lost about 60 subs in a week. Couldn't give a monkey's way. I lost
That'd be
1,000.
nothing for you, though. I
But
suppose.
60 from 20,000 is a bit different than 60 from 338.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. I mean, if that was to happen to you, you'd be devastated, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
I honestly, but I still wouldn't care. I don't do this for public admiration. I don't do this for anything else. I enjoy making the videos when I get a chance to make them. During the summer, I have absolutely no time to make them because I work Monday to Friday. At weekends, we're out practically every
All
Friday and
weekends.
Saturday night, taking the kids out and everything else. So I do it because I enjoy doing it.
Yeah, do you know what would be interesting? I would like to ask a lot of the big reviewers, I'd like to sit them down and say, why do you do this? Why? Give me a reason for doing this, for being a reviewer. I bet a lot of them would be honest and say, you know, for money, because it's my income, it's my job, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But people like me, why, or, you know, me, Dino, why do you do it? What's the reason? Like, because we get so much shit, we get so much heat, it's like stressful.
Because I mean, you all start out as doing it for a hobby at the beginning, and then just whatever happens there after that.
Yeah.
I enjoy.
It is still something I enjoy to do. Like I said in the video last night, I'll come home. Alright, I don't put as many reviews out as people, but you know, sometimes I like to come home and just chill out at my desk, fucking slap a review out. I enjoy it. It's like a release, but it'd be interesting to see the answers from a lot of other bigger reviewers. Why?
Like
why? What's the reason for this? Is it fame? Is it fortune? Is it notoriety? What is it?
Well, Rip Tripper's probably notoriety. Bogan, whenever I asked him at Expo why does he do it, because he says he fucking enjoys it.
That's it, yeah.
Jay Hayes is probably notoriety now. That's what he wants. He wants the drama, the effect, and everything else coming from it. That would be my opinion.
Jay Hayes makes so much money doing YouTube, like you would not. Like if I told you how much money he makes, you wouldn't believe me.
I probably would, because you see the likes of what Pee Wee and that Meg and everything else, or whatever he's called, and
well, not just from videos, but from mainly his Patreons and stuff like that. He makes fucking so like obscene amounts of money a month.
TZM. There's a guy called Vape and Brew. Makes really good drip tips and will make custom bits to whatever you want it and whatever design you want. I will see if I can get a link for him.
Acrylic bits, yeah, because he does quite a lot of stuff, not just drip tips. He'll do like whatever.
Yeah, he basically lathes them all and gets them all custom made.
Yes, unfortunately, David, TVP is live again, but I'm only a guest this time, so I can cause as much trouble as I want, and I won't get in trouble. So happy days.
Well,
Unless you want to call somebody.
Well, there's only one person I'll get in trouble from.
that's it.
The little quiet one in the corner.
That's the little quiet one.
I think we should let the ladies talk for a bit. Anyway, right?
Nah.
Nah. You're not search on.
Oh, kid.
That's a change.
I'm just here to observe.
So no, you're not, Becca.
Me too.
I mean, keep him on his best behaviour.
No, you're not here to observe. You're here to interact.
So interact.
Okay, fuck
Don't
it.
know.
Can't get away then.
I know.
Michelle will bite you in the knees at Expo, exactly, yeah.
Not the knees. I can't reach the knees. It's the ankles. Get it right.
Sleazy,
I did
take it easy,
say
mate.
Expo like Michelle's perfect blowjob. Roy weren't too impressed with that, but...
I just agreed. I just agreed.
Oh dear.
There's not
I
much.
guess that was the first time I'd met you, and I couldn't believe how like sure you were. I was like, she is adorable.
Are you technically classed as a midget then?
I probably should be.
No, she's
What is it,
one.
about 4'10" or something?
No, she's 1 inch above the technical classification for a midget.
Oh, really?
Well,
What inch in your
I
research?
still call you a midget. You're like a dwarf, aren't you? So
I
whatever.
friggin' love it. I've been called all sorts.
You're an inch off being a dwarf.
Known from home base and everything. I'm like, yeah, that's where I live. Home base.
Matthew Davis, would Becca ever do her own views?
No.
No?
No.
Do you ever fill in for me and do one?
No.
No?
Why do you want me to go? Shit.
She is like fussy. She is fussy as fuck. So.
Every day just be shit.
I am when it comes to juices. See, juices and me, oh my god, I'm just like, I don't like that. I don't actually know what I like. Just, yeah, fruits. Some fruits.
And TZM, if you message Brew and just tell him what you want, I'm sure he'll be able to make custom buttons or anything for you. He can actually turn his hand to most things. So.
Well in, Lance. That is.
Hear about the psychic divorce
Not
that
funny.
escaped from prison. There's a small, medium at large.
That's a good point, that Michelle. Are you able to get on a lot of rides and stuff like at theme parks?
No, I actually couldn't get on the biggest ride in Edinburgh at the Christmas market fair thing. Like, I've got a photo and it's like 1.50 m, and I'm like, that small compared to it. I'm like, oh.
Went to Port Rush, which is just up the road,
Wait.
which is our coastal town, and she couldn't get on half the rides there.
No, it sucks. So my wimp when it comes to
Did you not say, look, I've got massive tits, I'm old, like, come on, let me on, I'm not a child.
I mean,
her daughter had to come on to the Big Dipper, which is the roller coaster ride with me, because Michelle wouldn't go on.
Oh, I'm glad you explained that, Roy. I had no idea what Big Dipper was.
No, I'd have to be. Oh my lord. Oh my god.
No, we went to fair the other week, last week when we had the kids, and they were all shitbags, even you. None of them like the big rides.
No. Do you know what I don't like? So I'll go on rides, me. I don't mind going on rides. And I went on some doozies, didn't I? But I don't like going in a circle like constantly because
Snap.
it genuinely makes me feel like I'm gonna die. Like the feeling you get, like that dizziness, that sickness. I hate going round and round and round.
Snap. I'll do roller coasters until they come out of my ears. You know, when at Alton Towers, and I want every single one of the big roller coasters there. But innocent, even the chairs that go round and round and round that spin you out.
Never go in the teacups with my kids then. Honest to God, they terrorised me the whole time.
Teacups.
I was like,
lads,
stop.
do not fucking mock the teacups, alright? You
I
twat.
was like,
roller
stop
teacups, isn't
spinning. They kept spinning it round and round. I was like, stop. And they're like just spinning round. And I'm like, oh my God.
We did want a great ride though, didn't we? And you screamed like a
Oh my! So it was like this massive circle on this arm, and it goes up and spins.
Oh, I love that ride.
Oh my God!
He was
I
begging for them to stop.
screamed like a little girl, and there was like teenagers on there mocking me and laughing at me, like fuck off.
He was screaming like, make it stop, make it stop.
Stop it now. Oh, God. That's the worst being spun around for ages though. Like, I literally felt like I was on that ride for half an hour.
I literally haven't got anything, but I'm a pussy once I'm on it. Like I'll scream like a girl, and
That one the other week, me and you.
oh no, yeah, one of them, yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't walk when I got off. Like, she had to help me off and like fucking walk me to this bench.
Is the
Fine,
Pepsi
boss.
Max still at Blackpool?
Ah,
The Pepsi Max still at Blackpool?
yeah, never been on it.
You should go on it.
No.
There's
can't
one bit
say.
on it that gets me, and it says it drops down like this, but there's a big beam across with yellow and black on it. With me being so tall, my head's just eye level all the way up to it, and then it just goes under.
Did you have to duck?
Yeah, I did duck. I didn't have to, like, but I did. I still went involuntary like that. I was just like, holy shit.
Bill used to work at the carnival. Look, he used to work on the waltzers. Oh, I friggin' love the waltzers. As a kid.
Bill, you
No,
would
I don't.
remind me of somebody that would work at carnivals.
We love the waltzers. They're like boss them rides.
They're
But
so
you've got to have some geezer stood there spinning you, otherwise it's shite, isn't it?
Yeah, totally.
Blackpool have got good waltzers.
Oh,
You went on them with me?
oh yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Brutal. That was
The
really
worst thing
pissing
about
me
it
off,
is-
wasn't right on that fucking yeah.
If you get somebody big sitting to the side of you that squishes inwards,
You're
you could be
alright.
The
squished.
link in TVP is not working. Ah, shit man.
That's probably me, because, well, technology just says no. I should have let you put the link in.
Oh, well, more people listen to you than do me, so nobody ever listens to me.
Nobody listens to me.
Pissed.
Jelly
Oh,
baby
awesome.
beauty.
Oh, there you go.
What?
Back up.
Ah, jelly
Wow.
baby.
Oh my God. Eagle.
Pissed. Ba-doom.
So, are you for Expo in October?
Yes sir, we shall both be there. I've got a week booked off.
A week.
Full week.
Nice.
The thing is though with Expo, because it's such a fucking heavy weekend, isn't it? What?
For you?
No, Crystal Rigo, Mark like that dog, for fuck's sake.
Where's that? Where?
Soon the unfair dismissal. Oh, fuck. Lance, we could have done with you in on the 69 Juices chat, because they were doing it. There was one night they were doing it on Facebook, and because they couldn't get YouTube working, so they wanted the best dad jokes.
Oh God, yeah. Dad jokes.
Yeah, are you guys at Expo?
No,
Not in October.
no,
Oh, you're not going?
it costs us 15. It costs so much money for us because we have to go from here,
To Scotland.
go up to Scotland, drop the kids off at Forfar, and then drive all the way down, and then Expo and drive all the way up again. It was like 15.
Yeah, I mean it's really not a fucking cheap weekend, especially like you know if you're as far away as you guys are. Like even for us, you're looking at 600, 700, 800 quid for the weekend,
Yeah.
which is a lot of money, isn't it?
And because I don't drive as well, he had to do that whole journey himself. Like,
We left
it's
here
a long day.
at half one, half
Yeah.
half two in the morning. We left here. No, it was half one.
It was half one.
Half one in the morning. Left here, and I get into the hotel.
It was about half 6.
Half 6 at night.
Man, you're a morning cunt anyway, Royal. He does his more when he's there, so it's pointless, isn't it?
I never went to sleep because I was like,
You
if I go
literally
to
moan
sleep-
about everything right, don't you?
If I go to sleep, I won't get up in time for
Me,
the ferry.
Ron.
You mourn, like when you're at Expo, you mourn about everything. the weather, the hotel, the fucking shit juice. There's no hardware. There's no this. There's no that. Someone's upsetting you.
Such a crybaby. Educate you, dummy.
He's never fucking see me. I'm never there. Just keep walking around.
So I know. You're like
I
a
During that
can't-
time at breakfast when that geezer tried cutting in front of you. Oh my god. Honest to God, I thought Roy was going to chew his fucking face off.
You shouldn't.
He literally went berserk at this geezer for cutting in front of him.
Well,
Like, oh, Roy.
You do not keep me away from my breakfast. Especially at hotels when it's a big full eat all you want breakfast. You don't keep me away from it. And some twats think he was going to jump in the queue.
I know, I'm sat there thinking, relax, Roy, man. It's just bacon and egg. Come on.
I couldn't reach all the good stuff. I had to get people to reach the croissants for me. I was like, can you reach that for me, please?
James, what
Seriously,
face?
it's not this height friendly. Mm-mm.
Have you ever thought about wearing like fucking stilts or something?
I can't get them in my size.
You don't do kid sizes. That's the thing. We go trainer shopping. I'm down in my section. Then you go to she
I'm
walks
like,
past
see
the
ya.
women's section down to the kids section.
What size feet are you?
I've got a size 1.
Oh, fuck
One.
off.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is that a child's one?
Yeah.
that is tiny.
It's actually a junior size.
That's like baby feet.
Oh my god.
Have you even got toes?
Yeah. Just very dinky toes.
Oh, so cute.
She got toes.
I think she has.
Sometimes I could even fit in a size 13. Sometimes.
Even my fucking son's 10-year-old and he's size 5.
Oh my god. I know, the kids are so big these days though.
Yeah, they're not feet, that is literally just a leg stump. Isn't it?
Oof.
It's a leg stump with a fucking pump on the end.
Hi, sinner.
But yeah, I do get cheap trainers, cheap Nikes and Adidas and whatever.
Show me that foot again. No, show me that again. That is just the fuck out of here. That's not.
No, don't take my trainer off.
And on the sock.
Ah, she got. I want to see her toes. Has she got toes?
On
I
the
do
sock.
have toes. Don't take my sock.
Show me her toes. Oh my god, that is the smallest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Sorry to all the feet haters out there.
Fucking like penis.
People are like, feet. I know. I've got baby feet.
Tips
also.
over in a light breeze. That's me. Hi, grumpy old vapor.
And I saw managed to
They
trip
are
over again.
adorable.
She looked cute, didn't she?
I've seen
She
newborns
looked
with
cute,
bigger
little
feet.
Mine's size 8. That's not lit. What size shoe are you, Roy?
8 between 8 and a 9.
There you go.
I've got small feet for my height.
Yeah, you have got small feet for your height, like. I'd say Michelle's got big feet for her height, though. I was thinking, like, maybe a size fucking 11 or something like that.
No, because my daughter's the same height as me now, and she's got the same size feet. So.
Oh,
Ginger. That is just. Becca's gonna cry in a minute. Becca's getting all emotional here.
I just want to go out and buy you a pair of shoes.
Just buy me some Barbie ones, please.
Pink, sparkly.
And they've got to flash. They
She's
have to
got the
flash.
ones that flash when you step.
I wish I want a pair of those.
Is that how
But-
you don't lose her?
I'm going to get her a set of Heelys so that when we're walking up the street and hold her hand, get her the heels, I can pull her
Right, you
along.
know when like, you go to Blackpool and stuff like that, or to theme parks, do you tie a balloon to her so you won't lose it?
I think he should.
If the ones who'd been at Manchester Expo with the big balloons with the lights on them, if they had been there at Expo, I was going to tie one onto her.
Where's the shot? Oh, there she is.
Oh, you just pointed that straight at Becca. Oh.
Oh.
And I tell you what's worse than that. You just lifted your arse towards Eric Cantona. You melt.
Oh, look at him, the goat behind me, where is he? There he is, look.
There. You just lifted your arse at Eric Cantona. That is.
Nah, I definitely lifted it at Becca, so.
He's shite anyway.
Who is?
This little pig.
Pardon?
Oh.
Pardon?
Said Eric is shite. Shite. Shall I go? Shall I
I
just
don't
say
get
it?
football, me. Honestly,
Get
I
out.
don't.
It was the best £1.5 million that Manchester United ever spent.
Yeah, and it was fucking expensive at the time as well. That's like the equivalent now of spending 150 million.
That wasn't really. Because that was a cut price bargain because Leeds just wanted rid of him.
Is there still some echo? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say, man.
Echo!
It's probably come from this side. This bloody
Sorry.
snowball has been a twat.
Michelle is that small. She's too small to ride any kiddie rides with it. I know, right? That's why I've got Roy. He's my supervised adult. When he wants to adult, I suppose.
I don't adult very often.
No.
What is this adulting thing all about?
Who knows?
Considering most of the time when you've got your kids, you act like a kid.
Yeah,
I tell you what, mate. Adulting is overrated.
it totally is.
Or to be fucking 10 again, huh?
Oh, I wish I was a kid again. They've got no.
Not a care in the world. You know what I mean? Look at these kids today, man. They got the Xboxes, the PlayStations. You know, they get money, they got phones, they got everything they fucking need. Back when we were kids, mate, you had to play with a twig outside.
Yep. And when the big lights come on outside, that was your home time.
Yeah.
You actually had to go and knock on doors to see if somebody was coming out to play, not
Dude,
send
if
them
you
a
want to
text.
see mate, you had to get on your fucking bike and ride like 3 miles to go and knock on. No, he's not in. Fuck.
They've just went out. Oh, damn.
But that's,
Yeah, I'll just ride back in the snow then. Well,
but could you just imagine what vaping would have been like back in, say, the 80s? If vaping had been around then, what would you... You'd have been lighting wee fires under your mod to try and get the vape out.
I don't think vaping would have took off in the 80s. But
Smoking
maybe
was-
not even in the 90s either. I think vaping came along at the exact fucking right time. I just don't think it would have been a thing in the 80s because it was cool as fuck to smoke back then, wasn't it?
It was.
Even when I was at school in the 90s, it was.
What age did you start smoking, Mark?
I started at 12.
Oh, that's so
Becca?
young.
Just as she takes a gobful of drink.
I was just more social, if I'm honest with you. Mine's always when I've had a drink.
I was 9.
Yeah, you were never really like
I
an
was never like a full-on
Oh.
smoker.
I
Or
was.
put a bevy in front of me and I could cane a pack of 20 in a night.
And Craig was 13. I was 9 when I started.
I was the legal age back then, which was 16.
I think we still got some smokes in
My
the
cousin
drawer.
used to get me a buyer's
Just in
one.
case.
She was only 15.
I've upgraded to
Yeah,
a
I started at 12. When did I quit? So 12. I've been vaping now 6 years, so 12 until I was 33,
So, I don't
21
know.
years.
Wow.
But again, I weren't a heavy smoker. I weren't like 20 a day or anything like that. I'd maybe smoke at most 10 in a day. It was more when I was out getting bevied than I fucking cane 20 more.
See,
Yes.
I'm the opposite because see when I drink, I have not an interest in smoking. I have no interest in having a smoke even when I was a smoker because I was 20 a day smoker. Whenever I had a drink, all I was interested in doing was drinking.
When I started smoking, you could get 10 Benson, box of matches, and get 10p change out of £1.
A pound.
My first pack of 10 was 42p, and the first pack of 20 was 96p.
Mm.
I'm sure.
What, they're now like fucking 12 quid?
Something like that.
I'm
Oh.
sure it was something like £1.20 for a packet of 10 when I.
They don't even do 10s anymore, do they?
No,
Oh, fuck off.
that's the drink from last night.
Alright,
So what pussy
then,
drink?
As long as it's not as Chinese.
Oh god.
Oh,
What pussy drink were you on last
kill
night?
you.
What were you drinking last night?
Carlin and Jack Daniels.
JD, yeah.
You sure it wasn't Bacardi?
You prick. Dickhead.
You're the only person I have known. You are literally the only person, and I worked in bars, Mark, for many a year. You're the only person I've ever known didn't know the difference between a JD or a Bacardi.
Never gonna live that down, am I?
No.
In fairness though, right, come on. I'd had about fucking 15 JDs before that, so I
You
was
did.
mullered.
You did. You had a fair bit of drink in you. You were that drunk. You actually gave my son your bank card to go and get around.
I did, yeah, but I'm a very trusting person, so I like Ryan. So yeah, I give him my bank card, give him my PIN number, and said, "Knock yourself out, kid." And he was a good boy. He just bought around and come back.
Yep. He's got
How
morals.
is Ryan anyway?
Ryan's fine, but he's working weird shifts at the minute because he's got into South Wales Police call centre.
I'm sure I
Was
saw
it?
him in here earlier. In the chat, I'm sure I did.
He's doing absolutely fantastic. I'd say over the last few years, he's made me a proud dad more times than enough.
Yeah, he's a good lad, very good lad. Yeah, I'm a pretty good judge of character, man. And when I first met him, I knew he was a sound geezer.
He is. He still makes me proud.
Lance, I would never give you my bank card, ever.
Hey, Gooba!
Hey, Goobs.
Never, ever, 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 ever. I don't even give it Becca.
It's true, he doesn't.
I give him my bank card all the time.
Motherfucker knows my PIN number though,
Like
doesn't he?
You know it. I nearly said it.
Go on, innit?
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh crap.
You changed your PIN number though to like something so obvious, didn't you?
Or just tell everyone my PIN number.
Well, I'm not going to say it on live on air, but you changed it to something like mega obvious.
Because I'd forget it. Me credit card PIN number is saved as a contact in my phone because I just can't remember them. So don't rob my phone, please.
That's a good thing with contactless now, isn't it? All this contactless bollocks. Just tap
Oh,
it.
it's so good. I hardly ever have money in my pocket.
Yeah, and it's too handy though having it in your watch.
Yeah.
Oh my god, our phone. Yeah.
We're like royalties. We never carry cash, do we?
Never.
Ever.
That's like me, but over here, sometimes you have to.
Yeah.
And it's like you go to some places and they'll go, "Oh, we don't take card." You're like, "What?"
Like, what century are we living in? Jeez.
What's happening, Goobs?
Honestly, if someone came here and said lend a pound, we'd have to raid the piggy bank. You'd be getting it in pennies.
That's it.
Neither of us would have a pound on
We'd
us.
have to raid pork chop, wouldn't we?
Or pork chop.
What's happening, Took?
I used to love that going to the
Hey,
shop as a
Took.
kid for like penny sweeties, and you just give them all 1s and 2s. It's
You were
like,
telling your kids, weren't you, about
Do
that?
you remember when you could go right? Do you remember when you could go shop, paper shop, right? You get fucking give them 10p and you get a bag of 10 sweets in a white bag,
yeah.
curled up at the
Mhm.
end. 10 sweets for 10p.
That was that was amazing back then. It's like, oh my god, I've
Yeah.
got 10 sweeties.
Sometimes you'd even get like 11 and think you'd robbed them. Right?
Yeah. It's like, oh my god, I've got extras.
You used to get white mice, cola bottles, all that
Oh,
bollocks.
yeah.
The football shoes.
You know, I
Football
loved-
shoes,
I
the little
loved
flying saucers.
the little
Yep.
the little dolphins.
You don't fucking see that anymore, do you? Even Freddos now, they're like 30p. What?
Because of health and
Alright,
safety.
Grandad.
It's all health and safety
You
regulations.
charge 30p for a Freddo. It's not even a bite, is it?
No.
No, but it's like it hasn't even. There was somebody on Facebook that put it up going by the price of Freddos. All our wages should be up around the 30,000-40,000 pound mark.
Yeah.
If you're on 20 grand, you should be getting 30 grand.
It's like a Mars bar. I know you got shot by a Mars bar, 2 bites, it's gone. And I don't know if it's because, like, when I was younger, I had tiny hands and I thought everything was massive. But
No,
but
it's
I'm
not.
sure fucking Mars bars used to be bigger than that. It took me like 5 bites to eat a Mars bar.
All the sweets are like half the size now. Mind, I was saying that the other day at the
But it's
shop.
even. Do you know why you bought the big bag, the big multi-pack thing of Mars bars?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the 4-pack of Mars bars, which is smaller, but they're even smaller in the 10 pack of ones you get. They're about that size. You're like,
Yeah.
what the?
Woohoo!
Bless you.
Thank you.
Do you
Yeah,
remember
it's
that?
just ridiculous, isn't it? And, like, Mars bars now, like, fucking 85p for a Mars bar.
It's
Get the fuck
shocking.
out of here. No one's paying 85p for a Mars. I get the black Mars bars, me, from Aldi.
That's it.
Yeah.
Do you know what? The taste just as good, to be fair.
A bag of Skittles tonight. Just a wee bag of Skittles, 62p.
62p for a bag of Skittles. Fuck my life. And what do you get about fucking 18 in?
Something like that. It's absolutely.
It's like when you buy a bag of crisps. You buy a bag of crisps and it feels really full, but it's just full of air, and you open it and there's like 4 crisps in there.
Yeah.
You're like, what the robbing bastards!
No, it's so
The best thing
bad.
about Chris, remember when Walkers used to put them little blue things
Oh,
inside?
the little packet.
Oh, salt and
yeah.
shake.
Yeah.
Salt and shit. You still buy them, you know, Smith's salt and shit.
Can you still get them? Because I thought
Yeah.
I thought they'd stop putting the wee bag in for health and safety.
No, my
because people
old
eat them.
gaffer used to buy them he'd bring his packed lunch and he always had a bag of salt and shake in Smith's. And I used to eat them and never put the salt on because they were just delicious without the salt.
They were good. Smiths. And wagon wheels, David. Yeah, wagon wheels have definitely got smaller.
Oh, wagon
Even
wheels
in
are
the end.
awesome. Love wagon wheels.
Everything's got smaller. Everything's got smaller and more expensive, and it's annoying.
Yeah.
It is fucking annoying. Like a Twix now. Look at a Twix. I can eat a fucking Twix in one bite. That's not normal, is it?
No, that's not normal.
And do you know what? Do you know what's an even bigger piss take, right? So they brought out the fucking like the king size Twix,
Yeah.
which is probably the same size as an old Twix used to be, but they charge you double for it now.
Oh, it's so bad.
No, my biggest travesty was whenever they took the Cadbury's took their cream egg, made it smaller, and then didn't put Cadbury's chocolate in it. Put a different chocolate. Made it a different chocolate. You're like, what? Yeah, Twixes used to be Twixes used to be Michelle's size. Now they're
my size. They used to be your size. Now
used
they're
to
my
be- yeah,
size.
that's it.
I remember that lunch, yeah, when you used to like bag of crisps, they used to put fivers in, you could win a fiver.
Oh no, I love that.
Can't put that now, health and safety. Imagine if a kid chokes on a £5 note.
I remember that in the
Fuck
Walker.
off. If a kid can't tell the difference between a crisp and a £5 note, then you deserve to die.
That was the Walkers, wasn't it?
Alright.
Walkers did that. Freaking loved that. And the cereal with the little toys in them.
So far.
I used to love finding the little toy in the cereal
Yeah.
before everyone else. I'd be like, that's my cereal first. My toy.
That was the reason I bought cereals half the time. You looked to see what the toys were in it, and thought, no, I'm not getting that because it's a shit toy. Oh, that looks good.
Yeah, do you remember when they used to put the envelopes in the newspapers and you could win like a £5 note or a £20 note, and you see all the tramps going in just taking the envelopes out of the papers. Mine.
Yeah.
Walk out with a big bag of envelopes, or opening them on street corner.
I never knew anybody that won out of those.
No.
It's all scam. To buy more papers.
Do you know the only thing I ever won? Do you remember the Big Breakfast on Channel 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I won tickets to see Janet Jackson at Wembley. I also won a mini display when they very first come out, and a jacket as well on the Big Breakfast. And fucking Denise Van Outen spoke to me live on the phone.
Oh my goodness.
Claim to fame.
Did you melt?
Oh, melted, mate. I was masturbating at the time as well.
I can well believe that.
I was
Crazy.
proper like pulling one off while she was talking to me.
You're furious.
Denise.
God, what are you going to be like when you see Sharon at
The answer
October?
mark.
I can't remember what the question was, but I won.
Cher's not going to be there anymore. Cher's cancelled.
Oh, has she? Has
Yeah.
the hotel prices went back down
Cher's
again?
cancelled.
Oh, I hope she dies.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've got her in a death
Oh
pool
my
in
God.
work. She's in my death pool.
Ain't she like 90-year-old?
Oh, hang on a minute.
a death pill.
You've got a what?
A death pool?
Oh, they have a death pool at work, yeah, first to die this year.
I've got Cher and Michael J. Fox.
Oh no,
I
I
need
don't
one of
want...
them to
How dare you?
I like
Oh,
Michael
he's
J.
No.
Fox.
on his way.
He's a
on
fucking
his-
legend.
on his
He's got another 20 years in him yet.
No,
Oh.
we had to pick one person, so I picked Cher, and then because none of the people we picked were dying, we went for someone under 60, just, like with health issues. So someone picked Michael Schumacher because we thought he'd be on his way. I thought Michael J. Fox might be on his way, but
Did nobody pick the Queen? She's like 99.
someone's got, what's his name? Who's the husband?
Philip.
Oh,
That one.
yeah.
Someone's got Kirk
Motherfucker's
Douglas.
like 102. He had a car crash and he's
Yeah.
still fucking going.
Is it Kirk Douglas who's the older one, or Michael Douglas? Kirk?
Kirk's dead.
Michael Douglas, it must be then.
I like
We've
Michael.
got all old people, but none of them are popping the clogs. It's been going for about 2 years now. We're all waiting.
That's because at night they don't sleep in beds. They sleep in cryogenics.
I'm pretty sure the Queen's got like some secret recipe she fucking sips on at night, like some eternal fucking life thing. Because she should be not her, but her husband should be dead by now. This motherfucker's like 102. He looks like a corpse.
Yeah.
Literally looks like a corpse. He
Drinks-
had a car crash, didn't he? Fucking rolled the car and he's still going.
Drinks
Fuck yeah,
whiskey
dude.
every night.
Drinks whiskey and eats fucking like goose every night.
Maybe that's
Dude.
no.
Maybe
they
that's the
probably eat
secret.
Swans as well. Maybe swan.
Yeah.
Oh.
The
Roast
secret's
swan.
whiskey. You'll live forever.
I think the
don't
Queen's
know.
just holding out. She's holding out. Says, "I'm not going anywhere until Charlie goes. Once Charlie goes, then I'll go."
Nah, the Queen's like, fuck you, never been king, you cunt. Fuck out of here. I'm staying.
Mannix, but he is dead. They just roll him out every once in a while.
Oh my
Do you reckon he's like a waxwork? They're just like standing there. next to the Queen?
god. Oh.
Animatronics. Somebody's inside and working him.
Oh. That is creepy.
Proper Queen
That's
probably died a couple of years ago. A fake one. Isn't easily replicated like in films.
You'd
Nah,
never
you-
know, would you?
Nah, you can tell she's like fucking pure old now.
Yeah, but you'd never know if it was someone like impersonating her.
Why would they do that? Is she that desperate for Charles not to be king?
She's that desperate not for Charles not to be king.
If I die, I would like a replica to take my place.
Is that how she speaks?
Just see everyone
No.
rolling up for, like, you know, the spot.
I can't do posh people. Can you?
I am posh.
Can you impersonate the Queen?
I am posh.
Go on then.
No,
Impersonate the Queen.
nah, no chance.
I can
What
do Prince
colours-
Charles. Today we are going for a game of polo.
Becca,
Oh, hey.
what colour's grass?
Blue.
Green?
She is quite posh.
Green.
Because it's green, bach, like, milk, chicken,
Okay,
gravy.
yeah. Not on with Kay in, because that's
Fucking chicken, mate.
You want some fucking chicken?
Chicken.
That's class.
Do you ever watch, what do you call him? Jimmy Carr
Yeah,
doing impersonations?
Oh my god, he's funny.
I love Jimmy Carr.
So
I can't stand that Jesus.
I thought you'd have been in the same level as him, Mark. I thought you'd have
No,
got
you
a
see, you know what he laughs? I want to put my fucking face through my TV.
Aww. I love his laugh.
No.
I saw him live, and out of all the comics I've ever seen live, there's him, then Peter Kay, but Jimmy Carr was just streets ahead. Oh, Michael McIntyre wasn't too bad.
I like Michael McIntyre, he's funny.
Oh, absolutely, man. Charles will be raging she's still going live. I bet he's got tripwires on all the stairs and everything trying to bump her off.
Like
Oh god.
releasing the corgis.
Yeah.
Could you, like, imagine? Don't go in that room. Why? It's my room.
Once Auntie Lizzie goes, there'll be a call for Republic, and New Zealand or Canada will end for love. I don't think they will.
No, we'll always have a royal family, won't we? Like, that fucking juggy twat will just take over, won't he, for?
When William gets in, then I think William would make a better king.
I don't know, what do you reckon? I think William's a bit of a douche, to be honest.
Yeah.
He's alright. He took an EasyJet flight from Norwich up to Balmoral.
Oh, yeah.
£37 flight.
I'd rather Prince Harry. That guy's a gangster.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Not
yeah.
anymore. No, since he's got with Meghan Markle, he's turned into a right twat.
Oh, has he been tamed? Damn it.
Yeah,
I like that bad boy.
he's got no rebel in him anymore. He's just, it's all about the planets. But I'm going to go over here in my private plane, 11 trips, and save the world with no
What
socks
is the
and
point?
shoes
What
on.
is the point of the royal family anyway? What do they do? What do they bring? I know they bring some fucking income into the country, but they fucking spend way more.
No, they actually bring in. They bring in a lot more to the UK than they spend. It costs 65p per person per year to run the royal family.
So I don't mind them, mate. I'm quite a royalist. I don't mind them at all. It's nice to have. I don't know. It's like patriotic in it. They're ours. This is our royal family, and she's our queen. Fuck
Yeah.
off.
It's all about patriotism. It's all about having the monarchy. It's all about somebody being there that if the government fucks up any more than they actually do now, somebody can actually say
Can they fuck up any more than they have now?
they could. Yeah.
Fucking Boris.
I love Boris.
I
I
think
think
he's
Boris
hilarious.
is epic. He's like Trump. He's going to do what he says he's going to do.
He's a bumbling fucking idiot.
Come October.
But that's funny.
Come
though.
October, it's going to be like EU. Do one.
No, it's funny. It is funny. It's funny. That's the tragic thing. It's funny. We laugh at him. We don't take him seriously. Now he's running our fucking country.
Yeah, the only image you have when you see him is in that harness. And fucking flies.
Oh my god, I saw that. I saw that. That was bad.
I bet this motherfucker. Yeah, I would. Lance took the words out of him. I bet this motherfucker can't even dress himself in the morning.
Oh god.
He's a
Yes.
fucking. He's an absolute moron who you cannot take seriously for a second.
I like Boris.
I actually do like him. Somebody who is into their politics, I actually do rate the guy, and I think, you know, at the end of the day, he's that ruthless. If he says he's taking us out of the EU, he's going to take us out of the EU. Simple as. You know, at the end of the day, all these ones vote going, oh, we want a second referendum, stop Brexit, blah blah blah. 17.4 million people spoke, said we want out, just get out. And then once we get out, vaping's going to become easier because the vaping rules will be done by us, not by Brussels. So we can get rid of this 10 mil bottle shit, 2 mil tank capacity. You can get rid of all that crap.
Well, I hope.
No, you see, when you look at that, when you look at like the CPD and the 2 mil capacity and the 10 mil maximum, we've got it fucking easy compared to a lot of others. We really fucking have. Look at America now. They are literally on death's door when it comes to vaping.
Yeah, they're banning it left, right, and centre.
And everybody laughed at us. Everybody mocked the TPD and said that's going to be the end of vaping in the UK. Fuck off.
Yeah,
we've got vape shops in hospitals now.
Exactly. But the thing about it is, the UK's not financed by big tobacco. And over there, big pharma. Big pharma's to me.
Big tobacco in it. Every single state gets money off big tobacco. Every single state senate gets money off big tobacco. They get an advance, so they have to act accordingly for big tobacco.
Keep the money.
You know, keep that fucking money rolling in.
Yeah,
That's what it is, isn't it?
They don't want people getting better. They just want them to stay sick so that they'll pay for all their medicine.
Exactly, Grumpy. He did a bloody good job as mayor of London, and better than Can.
Yeah, that's because Can's a fucking terrorist. That's why.
Yeah.
He was mayor of London. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was mayor of London.
Yeah, Boris was.
I really don't pay attention to
Boris
politics.
came over to Ballymena. Boris gave Wright's coach builders in Ballymena big contract for 400 buses for the London Eco Bus, and then Can comes in and goes, "No, don't want the rest of these buses anymore."
Oh,
So
right,
Can's just a fucking terrorist, isn't he? Looking after his kin, so fuck that guy.
Yep. Totally agree there with you.
Short of wearing a fucking backpack with bombs in. Oh, man. Too far.
But it goes, we have no problem. We have no problem in London with knives. Knife crime up by 95%. Go jump.
Badly.
It's TBD. Hello,
Hey,
you beautiful
TBD.
people.
Oh my god, he
Sorry,
was a
TBD.
giant.
Who's Shelley? Who's Shelley?
Who's Shelley? Who? At Shelley. Hi.
Here's Shelley. Hey, Shelley. Short ass Shelley.
That's it. Shorty.
Oh, Bill wants.
He is
course.
a big dude though. Dripper, I tell you.
We are lucky with our
Giant.
NHS, exactly. And it's something, again, it's like the royal family, it's something we're very, very patriotic and something that, you know, we want to keep and it's ours and fuck everything else. The NHS is ours and it's staying.
I think it's going to be weird if we get a king though. I mean, I'd be like, God save the king.
Yeah, that's
it
what the national anthem was wrote for, was for a king.
I know, but it doesn't sound right. It sounds better as Queen.
God save our king. Nah, it don't sound right.
Do you know
It
what? Do you know what
doesn't-
makes me laugh though? Northern Ireland professes to be one of the most loyal places for the show and everything else, but 95% of the ones over here don't sing the national anthem right. They get the or and the or Queen and the Queen mixed up. They don't say the Queen.
I think if you're in the UK and some fuckers singing the national anthem, you're gonna stand up, get that fucking hand on your heart and sing that shit.
Yeah.
I stand to attention every time the national anthem's
Yeah.
played, and I go to band parades every weekend and I hear the national anthem a lot.
And I'm just like, kids, shut up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like I won't say I'm like, you know, like proper patriotic, but I am patriotic. I love my country and I love the royal family. I love the Queen. I love, you know, the national anthem. It like, you know what I mean? When you hear the national anthem, like especially live, people singing it live, you get them goosebumps, don't you? Like
Oh,
the
you
hairs
do.
on your neck stand up, and
Yeah.
it's like, yes.
But the one thing I hate
I'm
is
Scottish too, Manic.
as much as you say you're patriotic, do you know that if you fly,
British.
if you went to the front of your house now and you flew an English flag from your house, you'd have the police around at your door.
Oh no, yeah.
You can't profess to be proud to be British. You cannot profess that, or you're
Oh no,
classified as racist.
no, you can put a Union Jack outside, no problem. But you put an England flag out, that's a different story.
See, that's wrong, I think.
I could fly the Union Jack outside my window, but if I put that fucking St George outside, the police will be here and they'll be like, can't do that, son. Why? It's offensive. To who? Who's it offensive to?
The foreigners.
People in England. People in England who are living here claiming off our fucking money are offended by English flag. Nah.
It's like ones over here who don't profess to be British, but yet they don't mind taking the British money. They don't mind taking the British NHS. They don't mind taking all the benefits, the British jobs and everything else that go with it, but they can't.
Yeah,
can't
exactly.
say-
Certainly. Tommy Robinson is a proud Englishman. Look where that going. Motherfucker's in jail again.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
You know, we can all be proud to be English, Welsh, Scottish, Irish, whatever. But we're not allowed to. We're not allowed to show that. We're not allowed to show our patriotism. You go to America, like nearly every single house has got the fucking American flag flying outside it.
Yeah.
Yep.
How is that different?
You think about it is, you think about it, you've got gay pride, you've got black pride, you've got every other sort of pride, but if you say white pride or British pride, you're racist.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a little different. Isn't it? Like white pride is quite racist. I'm not gonna lie. That is that's basically saying you're not tolerant of any other people apart from white people. You just don't want any other people in the planet apart from white people.
What's
Which
black
is
pride
nonsense,
then?
because white people, we were here first. We were here first.
No. Just because we came to countries with very little sun.
So yeah, I find that quite offensive and quite racist. I'm not into all that because I'm tolerant of every single race, colour, creed, whatever. But you know, like if I flew a gay pride flag out my window, wouldn't be an issue. But I can't fly the fucking St George flag. That to me, that's offensive. I'm offended by that.
Yeah.
That is really offensive, and I don't care. Like yourself, I don't care what anybody is. If they respect me, I'll respect them. Simples.
I couldn't give a fuck, mate. White, black, yellow, fucking gay, lesbian. You are what you are. We're all fucking human beings at the end of the day.
We all bleed red blood.
We all deserve our place on this planet. And
yeah.
I'll tell you what I do find quite fucking disturbing though is this gender issue.
Tonight I'm in a Apache attack helicopter.
I'm a gnome.
I find it really fucking disturbing. Like, you're either born male or female. There's two genders on the planet. There's no more. Right? There's two genders. You're either a bird. Well,
you could be a hermaphrodite.
You can be a hermaphrodite, yeah. But there's basically two genders. You're a male or a female. You can't pick your own gender. You can't say, I don't identify as a male when you've got a fucking massive cock swinging in between your legs. I'm sorry. You're a dude. You're a male.
Because you're not going to get pregnant. No matter how much you want to be a woman, you're still not going to get
Why
pregnant.
are we allowing these people to start choosing their own fucking genders? Because that's when things get, I don't know, that's when things get weird for me. Like, if you start allowing people to pick their own genders, then what's next? What are they going to be able to pick next? Like, I just find it fucking bizarre.
I identify as slender.
Slender.
Which means he's probably got a wee bit of a beer belly.
Oh, I don't know what that means.
Exactly, Bill. That's another thing when people try and force it down your fucking throat. Like again with this gender issue, like it's all over the media, it's in the newspapers, it's on the news. It's like they're trying to force it down as like you can be what you want to be. Well, no, you can't, because you got a fucking vag, you're a chick, you're a female. If you got a cock, you're a male. That's basically the end of it. You can't say what you're going to identify as a fucking settee. What are you?
I'm Apache attack helicopter.
I'm a Tetley teabag.
But things, just going back to the pride issue. We had Belfast Pride happened there a couple of weeks ago. And one of the most disturbing images that I saw, but I don't care what anybody does, they can go and do whatever. But there was the ones dressed up with the dog masks on, down on all fours, basically naked apart from a loincloth or something on, the harness is net, standing in front of a child that was probably about 6 or 7.
Yeah,
and to me that was it's just all wrong. If somebody wants to do that sort of stuff, go and do it. Don't need to parade it.
Yeah, but the thing is, they're like homosexuals, aren't they? It's pride, so they're never going to get in trouble for that, because then, you know, let's say the police arrest you for that, then the police are being fucking homophobic. Like, you can't. You literally in 2019, you cannot say anything about anyone. You can't say anything about the gender issue. You can't say anything about gays, lesbians. You can't say anything about blacks. You can't say anything about this, that, because you'll either be racist, homophobic, genderist, whatever it is. People get so offended now at the slightest little thing. And I think 30 years ago, even 40 years ago, can you imagine these issues now? If that like the gender issue now, imagine that in the 80s. People would be like, "Fuck out of here, you melt." Fuck are you talking about, you prick? You're a fucking geezer.
I know I keep referring to Facebook, but one of the best images I've seen in a long time is a gravestone of a 15-year-old who died in World War One, and a 15-year-old standing outside of Westminster with a sign saying, "I am 15 and Brexit has stolen my future."
Oh my god, you having a laugh?
What does he know about? What does a 15-year-old seriously know about Brexit and how it's going to affect him? Nobody knows how it's going to affect us until Brexit fucking happens.
Well, up until
None of
1970s.
us know. We can all second guess it. We can all say, well, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, or we're not going to get this trade deal or that trade deal, and we're going to go down the shitter. Banks are going to collapse. What? Nobody knows until it happens.
Up until 1973, the UK was the strongest economy in the world.
Wow.
Then went into the EU, and all it's done is gone down and down and down and down and down ever since.
I remember when you could get $2 for a pound.
Yeah.
Oh my god, like double wages.
$2 for a pound, or as the punts down south, you get 2 punts for a pound.
I don't know, man. It's like a slippery slope, and you've got to be careful when you start allowing these people to choose these kind of fucking freedoms that they want and stuff like that. You've got to be very fucking careful because, you know, where we're going to be in another 30 years. It's scary. It's frightening.
Do you know
You know,
what?
the way these fucking liberals and these gender fucking weirdos are going.
To me, it sounds like they're trying to take away the freedom of speech. Like nobody's allowed to talk anymore. Out of line, or not.
Yeah,
out of
we
line,
don't have
but-
freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is a myth now. Freedom of speech is a myth. Even in America, where you know it's written in the Constitution that you can have freedom, but you really don't have freedom of speech because if you say anything, then anything slightly offensive, you're gonna get arrested for that.
Yeah, which is
We have
wrong
no
because-
freedom of speech. I cannot sit on here right now and say something about, let's say, I don't know, a black person. I can't say anything remotely racist, or I am going to get in a lot of fucking trouble for it. No, I'm not saying I would. I'm just giving you an example.
Yeah.
It's like freedom of speech is a non-issue now. We don't have freedom of speech. You cannot go around saying and doing and acting as you want.
It's bad because that's what the country originally fought for, was for freedom of speech, and it's just
Yeah, like Roy
put down
said,
the
a
toilet.
15-year-old died in World War One fighting for the freedoms we have today.
Yeah.
How many people died in World War Two fighting for the so-called freedoms we have today?
It's shocking.
Becca, just do it.
Yeah. You loved it really, Mark.
Sorry.
Becca, since that one's sore, you might as well just do the other one. Give him a matching pair.
Go ahead. That's what I was like on that roller coaster.
Oh, you were a bit louder. A little bit louder.
But I have to admit, I have never seen so many people interested in Mark's nipples than Expo in May. There, it wasn't the year before. It was all right. It wasn't too bad. There was a couple of people talking about his nipples, but standing in that reviewers area, that was just everybody was walking up to Mark and just
Let me see your
staring at his
nipples.
nipples. Didn't have to
They
ask
wouldn't even
him to
look me in
see.
the eyes. Like, they wouldn't look at my face. They'd be like, the
Just
fuck
there,
are
look. Oi, faces up here. Faces up here.
they? Yeah.
I mean, I
The worst thing is them
apologise.
t-shirts that were showing your nips, you had them all in like 5 different colours.
I literally took the only t-shirts I took in every single one, showed my nips off like horrendously.
Yeah.
Well, I saw the perfect T-shirt for you, Mark. It's got 2 wee holes just there.
That's what Becca's going to do at night. She's just going to cut wee holes in all the nipple areas.
Not the
If he pisses me off, I'm just going to go cut out all of his t-shirts right here.
Yeah.
I'll do it to you.
Yeah.
Oh, not as police T-shirts. Not the police T-shirts.
Oh no,
Oh, do it.
God forbid.
What's up with a police t-shirt, right? Something like that.
I love the police T-shirts.
Thank you.
I might just do it to his United shirts.
I actually was going to put a United shirt on tonight just for Mark. but
replace them all with Liverpool ones. He'll love that.
I had mine on today. I mean, United shirt. Didn't go down too well, did it? To be fair.
Well,
I had
if
to
you're going to
laugh.
pub in Liverpool in a United shirt, what do you expect?
Becca, I ran 2 pubs in Liverpool, and I stood behind the bar in both those pubs with the United top on. One was a complete Liverpool top, the Royal Arms at top of Wavertree, and the other one was an Everton pub down in the Coronation down in.
Fucking hell, did he get any
Chilwell.
customers?
Yeah. And I walked around Liverpool city centre with it on. I just get people going up to me going, "You're brave, you're brave." And then they heard the accent, and that was it. As soon as they heard the Northern Ireland accent, they were just like, "Ah, yeah, all right, yeah."
You're fine, yeah. You're sound.
Yeah, people question yours a lot, don't they?
Yeah. I always have to be like, dude, I'm from Manchester. I'm a monk, so fuck out of here.
Then everyone's fine with it, aren't they? They're like, oh yeah, he's a monk.
Yeah, I'm not. Believe it or not, I'm not a scouser wearing a United shirt. Back off.
That'd be a travesty. A Scouser wearing a United top.
Oh, I know. They're shocking it.
So warm in here. Don't be wiping your sweat on me, you scruff.
TBD, can I just say you get me through many a boring day at work with your tweets.
Oh, can I just say, TBD, you're an absolute fucking cunt. What's this Follow Friday and you miss me out? Huh? The Big Dipper, yeah, you fucking put every other cunt in there except me. And then, when I question it, I get a little afterthought. Am I an afterthought? What am I?
You're an afterthought.
Afterthought army. Woo.
Afterthought army, bitch.
Here, even I got on the list.
Even right on!
Well, you got your place.
What's it on
Fuck out of
Twitter?
here, man.
I don't do Twitter, man.
I think it's because I got banned on Twitter and I have to fucking. I've got a new account now, so.
Yeah, 'cause nobody knows who you are now.
No.
You know, it's not room 306 anymore.
Dude, I was wounded as well. I had like fucking almost 2,000 followers and I only followed like fucking 40 people.
Yeah, that was good going.
Yeah, I got my own tweet when I question you, you melt. How dare you forget about me? I want to be included now. From now on, TBD, I want to be included in every single Follow Friday. Understand? Comprehend?
It should be the
Comprendo,
TVP Follow
comprendo.
Friday.
Comprende?
Comprende.
Bitch.
So, Mark, a question you like to ask people: where did your channel start? Why did you get into it? And where do you see your channel in 12 months' time? had to be asked.
No, right, I'll answer that. So my channel started in 2014. And I'll tell you exactly why I started. I started because there was nobody like me at the time. There was nobody. It was all a bit fucking prim and proper. You know, it was mainly American. You had Vic and a couple of other fucking Todd, a couple of other UK reviewers, and they were all very prim and proper. And I wanted to bring something different, and I thought I could bring something different, so that's why I started. Where do I see my channel in the future? Couldn't give a monkey's, mate. Couldn't give two fucks. If I end up on 10,000 subs, I don't care. I'm not in this for subs, I'm not in this for glory, I'm not in it for fame, fortune, anything like that. What will be, will be. I do it because I enjoy it, I do it because I've met some really good people doing it, and yeah, that's it.
One thing I have noticed with your channel, since the day and hour you cut your Patreon out, turned off your monetization, your reviews actually have got better. Not as many coming out, but when you do a review now, it's actually entertaining and it's, you know, informative, and I actually enjoy them. So
I agree. Like I'm not beholden to anyone now. I'm not beholden to Patreons. I don't feel forced to do reviews because I'm getting paid for them or stuff like that. It's like I couldn't give a fuck. I've always said I'm not making a red cent from this, so I don't owe anything. I don't owe anybody anything.
Which is
Yeah, we're
good.
going to Scotland. I've never been to Scotland, so.
You need to go to Scotland. Go to Edinburgh. It's good there.
We are going. I spoke to Ian last night. I said we're going to sort it out.
you should do.
I'll get a passport though. Joe.
Yeah, we got found my passport as well.
Just wear your wheelie jumpers because
You
it's
might not get
freezing out
past the
there.
border.
Please, I'll get past the border. I look Scottish.
He's all right. He's from the northern part of England, so he'll get across no problem. It's once you go past Manchester and heading down towards Birmingham way, then that's when they start getting a wee bit iffy on it.
Yeah, I know. Thanks, Ian. But another thing is, I think a lot of reviews now are, I don't know word this, not 100% honest or authentic. I think a lot of reviews out there are. I think people hold back. I think people hold back for fear of upsetting companies, or for fear of losing money, and I think that's a shame. I think it's a shame once you bring money into it. A lot of stuff changes then. A lot of stuff changes. Maybe your views change, your opinions change because money's involved. Money definitely changes people. It changed me. It really did fucking change me, and it was a shame. And I started to come to the realization that, you can go one or two ways. You can go, right, I'm going to make this. I want to make as much money as humanly possible from this, or I can go the other way and go back to basics, and that's what I did. That's what I chose. So I think when you watch a lot of reviews now, they're not authentic, they're not real, they're not honest, they're not true.
No.
I think you know that right better than anyone.
Yeah.
I've noticed that myself as well.
But when I do a review, I give it as the honest opinion of how I find it, and if that upsets somebody, so be it. If it upsets lots of people, which I have
Yeah,
done.
it's like, I'll give you an example, like you will. I've got a really, really good relationship with you will. I always have for like 2 years, and when they brought that watch out, utterly fucking garbage, mate. Like the biggest pile of fucking shit I've ever seen in my life.
Could you imagine that on my wrist? It'd take up my whole arm.
You would, it'd be like fucking that on you. Oh. And I had to say it, I had to tell people as it is. It's a cheap, nasty, rubbish pile of fucking wank. And if I don't say that, you know, if I start blowing smoke up UL's arse for fear of upsetting them, then what's the point? Why am I here?
The thing is,
Why am I doing what I'm doing?
Yeah,
I'm going to lie.
The thing is, companies should take criticism, like they should take it constructively, because it could be a way for them to make their product better.
Yeah,
well.
and the thing is, if I sit here and say, right, I don't know, I'm going to use this pod as this is the best pod I've ever used, and then someone buys it and goes, you're full of shit, T, it's garbage. You know, then you get 3 or 4 or 5 people saying that this is fucking rubbish.
Yeah.
They start calling you out, and then you lose that little bit of integrity, don't you? You lose that little bit of fucking trust, and once you go down that road, you're fucked. You're absolutely fucked.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you have to be.
I haven't reviewed that yet, but if I do review it, one of the first things I'll be saying is the battery life is absolutely shit on it.
I still quite fancy getting one of them caliburns, really.
No, don't. The way you vape, no. The flavours, you've got pods, you've pod systems coming out your ears. This is the queen of pods.
I love
She's
pods.
got nearly
That's
every
what I
bloody
love.
pod that's going.
Although this one is so
This
pretty.
little fuck is amazing. I know it's pre-filled juice and that, but the flavours they do are really, really good, and it's just a great vape, isn't it?
I'm really loving this one, right? And I ordered this on Friday, and it got here Saturday, right? That's how good the postage was. Take note, people.
Royal Mail. Royal Mail.
Royal Mail. I know.
From England to Northern Ireland next day.
Next day. Go
Yeah, but
postage.
TVD, you don't like nothing. You're like the world's most miserable bastard, aren't you? You literally hate everything. I thought the Caliburn was fucking fantastic. It really is a good pod. The flavour on it's fucking banging.
Yeah, the flavour's good.
The
on that.
flavour's not. I
suppose.
know that's pre-filled, but to me that's one of the best flavours and pods you'll get.
What is that?
The Hexa.
Oh, the Hex is really good, yeah.
The Hexa. If they made refillable pods, which I think they actually are coming out with.
I'd buy
I
it.
think the Caliburn's slightly better, if I'm being honest.
Do you? I don't
Yeah.
personally. That's the thing.
personal.
That's the
Yeah,
thing
but
about
again, it all
opinions.
depends on what juice you're putting in there. Doesn't it?
What am I putting in there?
Soda
What's
King.
that?
Soda King Nick Salts.
Yeah.
Actually, really good because the Soda King short fills are good, but those Nick Salts are actually really, really good.
Lance, I totally understand that, but I would rather not take any money from anyone, you know, and sleep comfortably at night knowing I am literally beholden to no fucking body on the planet but myself. I get myself up, I take myself to work, I earn my own money. I don't want to be relying on anyone else for money, and that's the way I felt in the end, and that's the way I want to be. I know people have said to me and messaged me saying they enjoyed donating, and they donated for me, not because of the content I put out, just for me, which, you know, I appreciate that, but I'd just rather not.
But you could see the strain on you, Mark, for a while there whenever you were trying to do things, and you were talking about having to do Patreon things and everything else, and you actually could see the strain that was taken on you.
It's an extra stress, mate. It's an extra stress. It's like...
But now you've cut that. You're going back to the TVP that I first met, and the first expo I met.
I've gone back old school, baby. I'm proper old school now. I'm like the TVP of old. I'm not, you know, I don't blow smoke up no fucker's arse. There was a time where I spent about 12, 18 months not being, like I just said, 100% honest. Maybe holding back some feelings and thoughts for fear of upsetting said company who had, you know, maybe paid for a fast track or something like that. Whereas now, I couldn't give a fuck. If you all turned around and said, we don't want to work with you anymore, do one. There's another 5 companies emailing me, so jog on.
It would be, I think, companies, with the size you are at the minute at 20k, which is quite big in the UK, if a company turned around and said to you, we're not working with you anymore, it would be like Vic saying to them, I don't give a shit, but you work with me anymore. Because that would to me that would actually drive another company to go to you or go to Vig. Because
I think what a lot of companies look at, so the likes of you all saw that watch, they definitely saw the pod review, the watch review, and I think it's on like 4,000 views now, which that's 4,000 eyeballs on their product. Whether it be a good or bad review, that's still 4,000 people looking at that watch. Yeah. So I think the likes of you all don't really give a fuck, to be honest.
Because it is, and there's no such thing as bad publicity.
Yeah, but you do get some companies who get really salty, and it's like, oh my god, you said this about our product. It's like, yeah, and it's shit.
Make it better, dudes.
Fucking jog on. And you also, on the flip side of that, we get companies emailing us now saying, look, can you review this, but we want to see the video first before you publish it. And it's like, instantly, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
What is this? What, you have to approve my video before? Yeah. Shit, man, you're getting free publicity. Free publicity for the sake of a fucking £20 podcast.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even. You think that hasn't cost them 20 quid? That's cost them.
It's probably cost them like five to make. You're getting free publicity, like thousands of people watching the fucking video for nothing.
Yeah.
And because you're sending it for free, you think you're entitled to say, I want to see the video first. How's about go and stick a fucking thumb up your ass?
Lance has given you a request, Mark.
Do the rest of this in a Chinese accent, Mark. Go fuck yourself.
But I just think some of the things on the UK Vape Show, whenever you guys are talking about, you know, maybe two of you have got an item, or three of you have got an item, or one of you's got an item, and just the way you go, especially you and Dean, just crack me up, stop and shock them when you haven't got an item.
It's like, where's ours, dude?
I love Dino. I love Dino. It's like like Dean and Chris. They never used to work with like Geek Vape and Hell Vape. And the last expo, me and Vic took them over to both, sat down with them and said, look, these guys are, I mean, fucking hook them up, man. They're top reviewers. That's what you do for your friends, isn't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just fucking help them out and get them in there with like different companies and different people.
I was so
because
shy.
a lot of these companies, like, they'll stick to the reviewers they're already with. They won't fucking broaden the horizons and look for, you know, other reviewers. And I think that's quite a shame because there's a lot of good reviewers in the UK, especially the UK. I think there's more up and coming reviewers now in the UK than anywhere else on the planet.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the likes of Flat Cap and Nice Guys, but a little bit vapey. You've got fucking Aiden, you've got Solon. There's so many fucking good reviewers now.
To me, I only tend to. There's very, very few American reviewers I'll actually watch, but I'll tend to watch, you know, most of the UK ones, because to me it's the quality of the reviews. Like Flat Cap's reviews, the way he's got all those little the graphics going in and everything else to the tanks and everything else. The amount of work that goes into that is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And to think he's sitting at 950 at the minute. I thought he would have been, especially after being on the UK Vape Show, I thought he'd have been well over the
that was the whole point of getting up and coming reviewers on the UK Vape Show, to give them that platform to say, look, I'm here, this is what I do, you know, subscribe to me and see what you think. That was the whole idea of that. It weren't to make us look good. Definitely wasn't, which a lot of people said, oh, you're only doing it to fucking waft your own egos. Nah, mate, we're not. We're doing it for these people. We're doing it for these up-and-coming reviewers. Had I got that chance back then, I'd have fucking grabbed it, we all would. But
I would have grabbed it if I'd have been asked.
We had to scratch and claw though, right? Like, you know, you scratched and clawed your way to fucking almost 400. Like, you have to scratch and claw your way up. Like, nobody gives you that platform. Nobody gives you a lift.
But that's the thing about it is all the ones you give that lift to have, well, I'm hoping they all have appreciated it. They've got maybe 3, 4, maybe 500 subs just from being on the show, which is, and the thing about it was, if you were doing it for your own glory, you wouldn't have had it in the little bit which you did especially, and I know Dino mentioned it. When you sub, stay sub, watch the videos.
Yeah.
Don't just sub.
I've always said, me, look, if you like their content, then stay subbed. If you don't like the content, then by all means unsubscribe. But, you know, if you enjoy what they do, then that's why we did it. That's why they're on here, because we enjoy them, and hopefully you will enjoy them as well. But we never had that opportunity. We never had people saying, you know, come do this, come let me show you off to X, Y, and Z amount of people. We never had that opportunity. We had to scratch and claw and do it ourselves. And I just think, to give them that little boost, that little lift, because we all know how hard it is to get to that first 1,000 subs. It's brutal as fuck. Absolute slog, mate.
It's a club.
You know, if we can give them that little boost and that little lift and get some more eyeballs on their products in their channel, then why the fuck not?
It's good to help people out. It's really good.
To be honest,
Yeah,
I
Lance,
help
Roy's a good dude, man. Me and Roy have been friends for what, now 3 years?
3 years.
Yeah, long time, mate. Roy's a fucking solid dude, man.
But I've been this wee channel that I started up, Vape Lounge NI, and this was not ever to try and boost me as a reviewer, because it's not. I'd have done it on my own channel if it was. I done this because there was people wanting to never had gone on live shows before, or maybe they were trying to get onto UK Vape or anything else, but hadn't streamed before. So I started this up to try and bring people on, smaller audience, and help boost their confidence in front of the camera.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah. Why not? You don't do this to boot. Like, say, you don't do it to boost your own channel. Very rare do you talk about your own channel on this channel. So, like, it is what it is, isn't it?
But I've been privileged because I've now got, after a year and a half of trying to get you onto it, I've finally got you on here. I've had Vic on, I've had Chris on, then I've had quite a lot of the smaller ones, like Pud Puffs had his first show on here.
He's so funny.
Dwayne did his first live on here. Purple Lady Vapor did her first live on here before she had all the problems with her mum and everything else, and you know, so a lot of the ones that were, there's still a lot of them around, and it's a little bit of light entertainment on a Sunday.
Yeah, why not? Niche Vape. Shout out to Niche Vape and cracking reviewer, cracking lad. A lot of people think reviewing is a piece of piss. They don't realise how much. Yeah, I mean, exactly. And I've said this a million times. I said it on the UK Vape show, and it's probably boring as fuck, but it's not easy. It's time consuming. It is time consuming.
I lose him for ages.
This fucking tank here, I've got to use this motherfucker for 2 weeks or a week or whatever. Then I've got to record the review, I've got to edit the review, I've got to fucking post the review, you know, using my own time, my own effort, my own Wi-Fi. It's like, it's not a piece of piss, it's not a piece of cake. It really fucking isn't. And these people don't see that, they don't see the other side of it. And I wish they would,
Yeah.
But it's like, when I get a juice, I will never just review it straight from the bottle. I have to vape it for at least 2 or 3 days beforehand.
Yeah.
Because I try it in tanks, try it in drippers, try it in different things.
After tea, before
tea, breakfast.
Blah, blah, blah.
Because it's like, there's certain juices you cannot vape. You know, you pick up first thing in the morning, you vape it, and you're like, oh Jesus, no, can't do that. And like ones I just put out, which was Nan's Kitchen, have to give it a shout out.
This video is so funny.
I couldn't vape it first thing in the morning because it's like a dessert.
Your video is sponsored by Nan's Kitchen.
It's so funny.
But believe it or not, it's the guy Jay who owns Vape Shack. It's his actual Nan's recipes. She was a school cook and other things in other places where she worked and everything else. So it's all her recipes, and then they've made them into vape juices. So you've got likes of which one's that? That's sulfured salted caramel.
Have they got a poon pie?
No.
Anybody who watches his part 1 on Nan's Kitchen, you have to do a caramel counter. Like, see how many times he said caramel in that video. It's so funny.
What's that one?
If I made a juice, it would definitely be called Poontang Pie.
Poontang Pie. Cheadle cheesecake.
Why not make myself laugh?
There's yours, Mark.
What's that?
Stretford rice pudding.
Oh, get in.
Strawberry rice pudding.
Ooh,
Bit of fucking jam in your ice pudding. Nice blob of fucking.
Oh, the Miller rice. Oh.
Nice
so
blob of monthly juice in your ice pudding. Get in.
Oh, sticky glazed muff. Oh my god! We took a
Sticky
picture.
malted muff. What's that? Sticky glazed muff.
See, when we went to Muff, we took a picture of the sign. We should have
Poontang
covered
pie. I reckon
our
people are buying, you know.
dive
What do you reckon?
safely. A woman did it.
Huh?
On the thing, I was like, oh crap! Oh, you're so
And
funny.
she's gonna eat it. I don't think.
I'll use
Wow.
this for murder jokes.
Wow.
Oh,
Motherfucker.
Melinda,
t-shirts are all
I
getting
will
cut
message
tonight.
you. I'll message you later.
But
How you doing, Melinda? You still hate me?
something else I was going to ask you about. So now that you've went through your FP and you've done the thing that I really loved with that, you actually showed us the drawings of the FP, of what your rough sketches and everything else of what the FP was going to look like and everything else. So you've went through the whole process with Blitz and everything else. Would you do it again?
I would, yeah. I'm working on something now.
Ooh.
Better be a dripper.
It's doing me fucking nutting though. I'm trying to do it on the computer and get some, like, get it on the computer, like using a fucking pro. But I'm a technophobe. I'm rubbish with stuff like that. So I'm thinking I might go back to the drawing board and just draw it on some fucking paper. But it's another RTA. That's what I'll say. And yeah, hopefully someone will pick it up.
Hopefully not Blitz.
No, definitely won't be Blitz. They did ask me at Expo last time. I went up to the booth and said, they were there, and I said, look, motherfuckers, I want that FP in there. And he said, why? I said, because I never had a V2, dickhead. I want it now. So he took it out of the counter and gave it me, and he was talking to me, and it was the owner of Blitz, and he said, do you fancy working on something else? I don't know, I was a bit fucking... Do I want to work with Blitz again after they fucked me over so bad?
Yeah. That's a bit of a low blow what they did, to be fair.
It was... But every single review said exactly the same thing. You know, no TVP stuff on there. You know, none of your socials, nothing. It was just like you just stuck your...
To me, it was an embarrassment, and it was quite a shame because I think the tank came out fantastic. I think it was made fantastically well. I think it vaped fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And I stand by it 1,000,000%. You know, there's a lot of people out there what didn't like it. They didn't like the name. They were offended by it. I couldn't give a fuck about that. Overall, ultimately, the tank was made really well, and it vaped really fucking well. And I'm proud of it. I am proud of it. And I think the tank I'm working on now is something that's never been done before. So hopefully,
sounds good.
Yeah, hopefully we can do something and work with somebody and get that fucker out there because I'm excited about it.
What about Cool Vapor?
Pardon?
Cool Vapor.
Who's that?
They are the sister company of Ultrona.
Oh, yeah, I've got the are they also something to do with Asmodus?
Well, yeah, they do the designs. They do all the resin.
Yeah, because I got that.
Stabwood.
I got that in my Asmodus box sent from Asmodus, so I'm assuming there's something to do with them.
Yeah, but the guy Dave that owns Cool Vapor, they do tanks and everything else. So he might be. I'll send you his contact details across, and you can ask him.
What I really want is to go with someone like Watofo. That's my goal. So I think once the final design is done, I'm going to approach someone like Watofo and say, look, this is what I've got. Shall we do this?
I do love Watofo stuff actually. Their stuff is good quality made.
Yeah.
I think they're such a big company now. They can. It would be much better than working with someone like Blitz, who were relatively fucking unknown back then. I think I made a mistake going with them. But yeah, someone like Watofo I think could work well for both of us.
Yeah, definitely.
Linda, we will do.
And I want to make some fucking money on my next tank.
Do it.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, if you've put the hard work and graft and the amount of testing that you did on that tank, for the amount of time you did the testing on that tank, not to make anything from it is shocking.
No, and it was my design from start to finish. Everything, they put nothing into it whatsoever. It was my design from start to finish.
Which your drawings prove.
They literally changed nothing.
Well, they did.
Yeah, no, I'm still proud of it. I've got a couple up there which I still use sometimes. You really like the FP, don't you?
They did change two things, Mark.
Screws.
The screws and the acrylic.
Yeah, motherfuckers.
I waited for round 2 to get the glass, thank goodness.
I've still got the number 69 sitting up there.
69, baby. I've still got number 1 up there.
I've got 69.
I didn't get number 1. Never got number 1. That was another thing that pissed me off. They sent me number 2.
Oh my jeez.
Who the fuck got number 1?
The boss.
Oh.
The boss, my arse. I'm the fucking boss. It's my tank. I want number 1.
You should have got number 1.
You can
1.
keep
That's
your number
really
1. You can keep your number
bad.
2. Number 69 is the only number you want for the FP.
I'm not gonna lie, Roy. I wish I had 69.
I had 69 any time, Mark, will you?
You're a bit tall, are you not?
Question for TVP: do you have a say in who should be sent the FPRTA for review, or do you
So no, what I did, I sent them a list, and there was about 40 reviewers on there. There was about 50 in the UK and 25 from the US. They didn't send any to the US. No, they sent Derek one, Ambitions Vape, but I think they sent like 3 to the US, and they sent about 7 to the UK. So they didn't. They basically fucking ignored the list I give them.
I bet they were like, whoa, ask for a list, not a night out.
Yeah, but 40's not a lot, is it? 40
It's
people.
not
Like,
really, no.
think how many fucking reviewers there are. I could have picked like 80.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
that's true.
do you ever know any figures? What sort of figures they sold?
I haven't got a clue. Well, I say I haven't got a clue. They actually manufactured 10,000 of them.
Wow.
Whether they sold all them, I have no idea.
I think the highest number I've seen is 6,000 something.
Yeah, the highest number I've seen was in the 6,000s, I think. You know, all I know is they made 10,000. Whether they sold them all, I haven't got a fucking Scooby-Doo, but that's what they made.
Well, I would have thought if they hadn't have sold them, you would have seen them at really knockdown prices on everywhere. But they're not. They're actually still hard to come by.
Yeah.
Which is, and I like it. I'll need to go onto Nature Vape, hopefully, and get a bubble glass of them.
No, I like it, but like with everything, innit? Like the FP was like fucking bomb for a month, and then you move on to the next fucking new thing, innit? Like that's vaping, innit?
Well, I'm still using the Bonza, and it's been out for well over a year and a half, 2 years.
And it was like a Bonza 1.5 now.
Yeah,
and all that.
the original Bonza, I just love it for dripping or for the squonking.
Oh, there you go, TBD. Someone was selling number 7,112 on Facebook before the wheelchair. So
Wow.
yeah,
So it's gotten up.
probably
quite
10,000 out there somewhere. And if you think I would have got $1 for every tank sold,
Yeah, you would have been rocking.
That would have been
$10,000, isn't it? Seven grand sterling in my bank account. Yeah, what I missed out on, which is it's shameful, really.
Yeah.
I really do hope that Latofu will take you on, but please tell them to make the packaging better.
Listen, I speak to the owner, one of the co-owners of Watofu, and I told him that packaging is fucking garbage, man. Like, what are you doing with that? And he said it's recyclable or some shit. They're trying to be like fucking ozone friendly.
Save the planet. Yeah.
No,
What was up with the old packaging?
it was brilliant.
Just the wee bottle.
Apparently, with that box, though, what you have to do is grab a corner and a corner, and then it comes off easy.
I can never get them things
Yeah,
bloody
that's it.
open. It's like, do
No,
the
you
shake.
can't.
shake. Get a good workout on your arm. There we go. It's promoting sport.
That's a wee thing I do like. I hated the Watofu profile dripper. I absolutely hated it.
It got so.
I hated it.
It got so hot. I tried it, and I was like,
The tank, I love the tank.
Oh, fuck off, Roy.
I do. I love the tank.
Okay, the tank was fucking rubbish.
I love it. You got it wicked right, and it went like a dream. I get ripped off on me. Someone said to me on my review, "Oh, you're meant to cut it. No, then not watch the reviews." But the way I cut it is how I find that I don't get a leak from it whatsoever. And
Why do you have to copy everyone else? That's the thing. You're an independent reviewer, so you do what works for you, and you do what works, and that's what you're going to show people. Like, you don't have to copy everyone else just because they say cut it like fuck out of here.
No, the way I cut it, it worked like a dream. And if anybody else followed my thing for wicking it, they'll find that there's no leaks and the flavour was spot on.
That's another thing that annoys me. Like, you see a lot of reviewers and they'll say, "No, don't watch reviews before I put that bullshit." I watch fucking reviews maybe before I fucking put. Does it influence me? No, absolutely not. Am I going to copy them? No. I'm going to show you what works for me, what I've done personally. But I enjoy watching other people's reviews, and just because I'm a reviewer, I'm not going to stop watching their reviews because I've got the same product. Fuck that. No way.
I watch it, but what gets me is ones who blatantly copy other reviewer styles. There's ones I have watched. Like, I know I am such a small fry and I'm a shit reviewer and everything else. I don't give a crap. But there's been people has copied exactly the way I do reviews, and you could basically take my review and their review, put it side by side, and it's an exact match.
Do you know what, Roy? I was genuinely, and you can fucking, this is an absolute stone cold fact. I was one of the first people to do the music on the build sections, right? Close ups, put the music on. Look now, every fucker's doing it. Even J Hayes does it.
I do it.
He does it on the blowout parts.
I do it. But
I take it as a compliment. Like, you know, I've done something that other people want to do. Yeah, that's a compliment. I don't get offended by that.
I liked it, and that's the bit I will admit I copied. It was yours that I copied. Whenever I do a build, which is very rarely because it's mostly juices I do, but I did copy that bit from you. But one of the things I hate it in reviews is watching people go.
See, I don't know. I like that sometimes.
What, you like watching people vape, Michelle?
Sometimes, yeah.
I didn't, because I don't like that bit. So in my reviews, I speed that bit up with a bit of music, and then tell them what the juice is like after it.
Well, I need to speed it up. So this is when I come back up top. I'm like, I'll have a toot and go, right, let's get into this. Let's fucking do this. And I maybe 5 minutes later I'll go, let's have a toot. Like, that's it. I don't fucking sit there vaping on it. Like, fuck out of here.
You don't do many juice reviews.
I haven't done a juice review with me for 2 years.
Exactly, but this is just only in juice reviews. I speed up that the vapey bit where you're vaping it to see what it's like.
Melinda, listen, I'm more than happy to come on with Ryan whenever he fucking asks me. Like,
no, you need to ask him next time.
Melinda, you want to see.
Although Rod didn't ask me yet, it was Michelle. He got Michelle to do his dirty work for him.
Yeah, because you don't bloody respond to me.
Can you ask TVP if you want, Michelle?
He's like, it doesn't listen to me.
That was exactly my words were exactly. Michelle, you message TVP because he won't reply to me.
I always reply to you, you cheeky bastard.
6 months later.
I swear
listen, I am rude after me. I'm rude as fuck. Like, someone will. Do you know what it is like? So I get that many messages, so I'll read it and go, I'll reply in a bit, and then I totally forgot about it. And then like 2 days later, it's like, shit, rude.
I'm like that.
So it took me. It literally has. It's taken me 1.5 years to get you on this show.
Is it a year and a half?
A year and a half to get you on this show, because I got you. You were to come on to it with Megan, Purple Lady Vapor, and then you had your man flu and couldn't come on.
He was like, "I'm dying. Sorry, I can't go on."
No, Roy. Honestly, listen. I've got a lot of time for you, Roy. Like I said earlier, we've been friends for a long time. So you know, whenever you want me to come on, I'll come on, man. I don't give a fuck. We'll shoot the shit on a Sunday. I enjoy it.
But that's what this whole show's about. It's not about serious. You know, there is a couple of vape related things in it every now and again, but there's so many shows out there now that do the news sections, do what's coming up and brand new. I'll leave all that crap to them, because if you want to see what's coming up, watch Steve, Dave, and Bunny and Brew on a Monday night. They have all the new stuff coming up.
No one cares. No one cares what's coming up, because everything that's coming out is the same old bullshit, man. It's all the newest pod system. Fuck. No one cares. No one gives a fuck about your fucking shitty little wanky pod.
Apart from me, because I'm the queen. I'm kidding.
She's the queen of pods.
I like pod systems. They're so cheap to buy. You can buy like literally.
They all look and do exactly the same thing. So no one gives them monkeys.
I've got one downstairs that looks like a pocket rocket. I'm not kidding.
What's the Geek Vape one out? Yeah, Geek Vape brought one out. The Biden, I think it's called. It's a dual coil pod. Yeah, really, really fucking good. But it's not a mouth to lung. Quite a big looking pod.
I wouldn't say this is mouth to lung either, to be fair.
No, it's a direct lunger.
I direct lung all pods anyway.
I like it.
It's quiet.
It's like the Nord as well. The Nord that's not a mouth to lung either. Like, I don't care. Like, people say, "Oh, but you've got mouth to lung coils," and I'm like, yeah, they're still too loose. Like, I wouldn't.
I made the mistake of putting Nick salts in this though, and it's a direct lung. 3 puffs on this, and now I'm like,
floating.
Oh. Melinda says, "I hope you're well, Becca."
I'm good, thank you. Hope you are. I'm good.
I like Melinda. Yeah.
She's funny.
Chocolate bacon back.
I've never heard Becca so quiet.
No. You guys just can't get a word in edgeways.
She's, you know what? She was like proper nervous about coming on. She's quite a shy girl, believe it or not, for a Scouser.
She is.
I just need to show you my feet, and then you're all right.
Aw, how cute they are.
you want to suck at all?
Oh no.
Damn.
No! I hate getting my feet touched. Oh, don't you even dare. Don't. No.
So what if I started sucking on your big toe? Would you be like?
She'd kick me with the other foot.
I almost
She
gave
literally-
him a black eye.
She
I hate feet. I actually hate feet.
Same.
Because I think it's because it's on screen. I'm okay. If you were here, I'd probably get freaked out.
I tickled her feet one night and she kneed me in the face.
That's absolutely fine.
I couldn't even help it. Was just a reflex. I was like, I couldn't control it.
You got cheesy feet, you.
I haven't got cheesy feet.
She's got proper cheesy feet, mate. You know what it smell like? So when you leave a baby belly for 2 days, that's what feet smell like.
Oh.
Blue cheese feet. That's what it is. You know that cheese with that mouldy.
Oh no, not the blue stinky cheese.
Yeah, that's her feet. I bet your feet stink, Michelle, don't they?
Oh, proper. Proper. Not even going to deny that fact. Everyone's feet stink.
Mine smell like dog shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, I bet even the Queen's feet stink. I bet you.
Lads, ruin Baby Bell for me now.
So all you'll be thinking is just feet.
Wash your feet.
Just leave a Baby Bell on the counter, Lance, for a couple of days and then smell it. That's her feet.
Put in a hot car on the dashboard.
And just in case by any chance anybody's in the chat that hasn't subscribed to TVP, there's his link.
Do it now. Or I'll come after you because I'm a little ninja. You never want to see me come
15 likes and 19 thumbs down. Come on, we can all hit a like, man. We need more likes and thumbs down. Come on, hit that fucking like button for Roy and for TVP and for Becca and for Tiny Feeder.
How many thumbs down did you say, Mark?
19.
Is that it?
Oh.
What, is that normal?
I have to get to at least 40.
Is it normal to get that many thumbs down, Roy?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
We normally have that in like the first second of the show.
I normally get that in the first.
Before
I
we
normally
even
have
go
it before I go live.
What is it with you, Roy, and what like a lot of people don't like you, innit?
Yeah. Because I don't kiss ass.
No.
I say what I say. I'm a little bit like you without the swearing.
I swear like a fucking trooper, mate.
I know. But
Of course I would, Melinda. You can rejoin anytime you want, sweetheart.
One of the things I probably do, I upset a lot of people in Northern Ireland. So, because I tend to be quite spoken. I go out and watch band parades and take photographs of band parades during the weekends, and a lot of people in Northern Ireland don't like that. Even the fact I say Northern Ireland, a lot of people don't like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what, Roy? I've come to the conclusion, me doing this now for almost 5 years, that I could not give a flying fuck about upsetting anyone. I have people I associate with, I have my friends in vaping. The rest can go suck a dick. I'm not in this to blow smoke up anyone's ass. I'm not in this to make best friends or anything like that. If I upset you, I upset you. Fucking scroll onto the next channel. Simple as.
Yeah. There's plenty of them now, anyway.
Exactly. There's plenty of people out there, plenty of reviewers that you can scroll on to the next one. If you don't like what I do, if you don't like what Roy does, if you don't like what Flatcat does, scroll to the next one.
Yeah, there's plenty
Simple
of us.
as.
TPD, was that with the not Expo past, the Expo before?
A heated argument. I'm guessing that.
When I first met you, yeah, when that wee scrote absolutely done my son over and I was going to rip his head off.
I just saw TBD last Expo and it was like, whoa. Hi.
He's a big dude, isn't he? He's a big ass dude.
Big dude.
He is.
Yeah.
He's another morning cunt though. He does now but fucking moan TVD. He moans about everything. Honestly, follow him on Twitter. All he does is moan. He cries like a bitch.
It's so funny, but as I say, he gets me through many a boring time in work. I'll sit and flick through his. I actually just search for him. I just go through his tweets.
This is TVD's Twitter.
Yeah, that was TBD. That was a wee scrote that kicked my son out of the hotel room at 1:30 in the morning, and Megan took him in, looked after him that night, and he done me over for money and everything else. But it was the fact that he upset my son that I was going to rip his head off.
Oh.
I can't even remember his name now.
I don't even know.
He used to be on a show on VUKN with Steve, Dave and Brew.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. I was there.
Oh no, you were there when I went and I ripped off at him.
I was there, mate, when you fucking went mentally.
And it was only because Zan came across and Zan put his arm in front of me, or I was.
Just gonna
I literally sat there and I took him apart and go, Roy's at it again.
Because it was the one before that was the one with the breakfast.
Breakfast!
You're not getting in front of me, who do you think you
You're
are?
kicking off again. Oh well.
Oh, come round for a brew, Lance. Come on, I'll make you a nice wee
change
coffee
from you.
and all, you know. Got
I
plenty of
never
cups.
kick off, mate.
I'm banned from buying cups. It's shocking.
Roy and Michelle are right homely, aren't they? I want to go round for a brew. You can come round for a brew anytime, Lance. Anytime.
I'll get the kettle on.
I was watching this shit on my phone. Forgot you were home.
Oh no, Lance, you'd end up upsetting him and he'd fucking chew your face off or something. Like,
Stomp on you, he's
Trust
so
me.
tall.
Tell you what.
Roy gets upset at everything, don't you, Roy?
No, I don't get. Stand up.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Since most of the TVP army haven't seen this, we're gonna have to do it. That's Michelle standing up.
I literally
Oh
didn't
my
have to
God,
move
look at
far
this
off my
fucking-
chair,
look
did
at
I?
her. Look, can we take her on? Can we have her?
Oh, yeah, can we keep her?
Oh my god!
Right, so I'm going to ask the awkward question
I
now.
have to stretch to bite his nipple.
How does that work then?
I know he's gonna ask about that.
We're all the same. We're all the same height, lying down.
Well, I'm guessing your fucking belly button's going to be right in her face.
I'm not
It's
saying
my
that.
legs are the long bit.
Do you have to bend her over? Is that what it is?
Sore on his knees.
I should still be
Tell you.
sure.
Well, we're all friends here. Come on, let's.
It'll be
Doggy. Is it doggy?
Doggies. No, doggies too awkward.
I'm saying no.
Do you make her get on top?
We keep the bed the right height so that you can just go to the edge and just grab the legs.
Oh my god, I
Wheelbarrow.
had a right time at Expo. Do you know how high them beds are in that flipping hotel?
had to
I
You know,
literally
you
had
look
to
like there you go
I
straight out.
literally had to
on the
climb
desk.
on that
She literally
thing.
did.
Actual.
It was like to lie over and cry.
Like climbing on it, and he's like.
Imagine
pissing
Michelle
himself.
for that. I bet at Expo she'd like break a leg or something, wouldn't she?
I tell you, next time I go, I'm going to say, can I get wee steps?
Be like a
down?
40-foot drop. So.
Oh,
Oh,
And it's like, Roy, can you switch the shower on for me, please?
I couldn't reach the shower.
oh.
It sucks.
Just have a-
Yeah, can we keep you, Michelle? Can you come up? We'll just keep you
Yeah,
forever.
We'll
you
adopt
can
you.
adopt.
Just
me,
make a
it's
wee.
fine.
See, just beside her at Cantona there's enough space in the shelf. You can keep her there.
I'll just sit
Yeah,
there
we'll just
quite
sit her on the
happily.
shelf behind me, like
I'll
just
be
waving
like
behind me.
the real life elf on the shelf. There you
So if
go.
you're taking her feet, you're literally taking her.
Oh, Kev, seriously, so naughty.
No, I was just curious how sex worked. That's all. Because Roy definitely does not get on top.
I go on top all the time.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
a lazy.
you're gonna smother Kater, aren't you?
I'm a lazy bitch.
Long arms and long legs gives enough brace.
Do you have to like put your arms so like you're hovering over her, like.
It's just like scaffolding. My arms and legs are just like scaffolding.
I am like dying here.
Michelle's like looking at your belly button. Giving your belly button a little lick.
Oh, no.
That's how I get the fluff out of my belly button for cotton. See,
Oh,
people,
no.
that Coke bottle is the smallest, not the one I have later. That's actually a normal. It's a small size. It is a small size bottle.
It is a small bottle. It's only 500 ml. Oh my god, that's only 500 ml.
This is me holding a 10 ml bottle.
How tall were you when you were like fucking 16 then? You must have been like.
I've literally been this height since I was 12.
Michelle,
Like,
hold
I
this
haven't-
10
I
ml.
haven't
Hold that 10 ml
since.
bottle up.
Ha!
What did you think when you got to like 21, like, and you just didn't grow? Were you like, fuck?
I was just like, do you know what? I can still fit in kids' clothes. Damn yous.
Do you drive, Michelle?
Hey, no, I don't. I literally.
Oh, you need a booster seat, wouldn't you?
The thing is, right? If I got a booster seat, I wouldn't be able to reach the pedals. Like it's. I
No,
don't
you
know.
can get them. You can get them blocks. What you tie to your feet. Innit?
I'll just get a tin of beans and just tie it to my feet. You
She
know
was
what I mean?
sitting. She was sitting in the driver's seat last night. We were at parade last night. I'm sitting in the driver's seat, and I've got a Peugeot. No way you can lift the seat up. Little thing at the side of it. You do that.
So you put it
lift
all
the
the
seat
way
up. Yeah, jack the seat up. So I lifted the seat the whole way up, pulled her the whole way in, and she
Just
still
about
couldn't
all
touch
the way
the
up.
pedals, and her belly was on the steering wheel.
I know, it was so
Or
bad.
your boobs were on the steering wheel.
I know, it's like crap.
Roy's chat up line, brace yourself.
I'm coming
going
in.
I'm going in deep.
Oh my lord. Light up sneakers are back in. They better be Unicron hole. Unicron.
We had fun, babe.
Yeah.
Good night.
Do you know what? I
This is
like
the first
being...
time this is the first time we've done something together like this.
Oh, that's quite good.
Anytime we ever go live on his channel, we're usually pissed, and then it has to get deleted because it's a shit show.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Becca gets all fucking mouthy and that and says stuff like, you know.
Who gets mouthy?
Do you know what? I just thought it'd be nice. I was like, right, he wanted to get Mark on the show, and I was like, why don't we just invite Becca as well, you know? So that nobody's getting left out, you know? It's, you know, everyone's welcome here. So, it's all
So you
good.
Vape famous now.
Oh, have I made it? Have I made it?
You
Mrs.
have made
TVP.
it.
Shall I have a sticky to celebrate?
So you're Mrs. TVP. Are you Mrs. Roy?
I'm not Mrs. Roy. He's Mrs. Michelle. Mr. Michelle.
Yeah, you're gonna take my name.
Know your fucking
Mr.
place, Roy. Know your place.
VM. No, what is it?
Oh my god, you don't
V,
even...
VW. I'm Mr. VWM.
Yeah. My Instagram.
Vaping with Michelle.
Oh no, bless her little Instagram.
No, I've sponsored.
I tell you
mine.
what, she's
I've got
sponsored now.
I've got sponsored.
By who?
Ublo. You do.
You blow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Do you?
I do totally. I blow good. He's like, I'm saying nothing.
Right, so again, I've got to ask this. I'm sorry. Look, I'm going to apologise beforehand. I apologise to you and these. You know when you suck him off, do you stand up?
No, I don't need to.
Can you though? Could you?
Probably.
Stand up again, both of yous.
Stand up, Roy. Stand up, Michelle, Roy. Go on.
For crying out loud. Try to make me do workouts here.
Oh no, that's a little. Yeah, you're a little too. Oh!
Slap you.
You see, first thing she looked at, she went,
Oh, we're gonna have-
oh, look at her.
like, if only we weren't live.
Oh my lord. Damn. See, Gibber's like, crap, I need to get me a
Michelle,
woman
you
now.
are a little animal, aren't you?
Bill,
I bloody am.
She is. She is, definitely. Definitely
So
a pocket rocket.
how long you two been together now?
6 months?
But since March.
No, 8 months.
No,
Do you live
since-
together?
Since
Yeah.
January, yeah.
Michelle moved
Oh,
over from Scotland to be with me.
Ah, bless you.
He stole me away from
Yeah,
Scotland.
because she was, well, we were seeing each other and everything else, and because of where she was living, her ex was in the army and everything else, and they had to give the house up because they'd split up. So she was either going to move to Forfar, and I said, look, why don't you come? I have a 4-bedroom house here, so why don't you come across here?
4 bedroom.
So she moved across here.
Check this gangster out. 4 bedroom house. Huh?
I'll tell you what,
No,
Mark.
that's sweet. That's sweet. I remember when you was. No, we won't even go there. Forget it.
But Bonnie.
Yeah, we won't go there.
Yeah, but I could probably tell you now, your apartment is probably worth either the same as this or more than this house is worth.
Probably, yeah.
Because we're in Northern Ireland, like over here. This is a 4-bedroom house. It's 79,000.
Do you own it then, or do you rent it, or what?
No, I rent it, but I've got a rent agreement that states, as long as I am wanting to rent this house, I can rent it, because it's a family friend. So, but the rent I pay for this, I paid the same amount of money for a 2-bedroom house, about a mile away from here.
So, Michelle, how did you get to Northern Ireland then? Did you just like
I swam over in a big
package
size
yourself
10.
up and get sent by Royal Mail?
Yeah. No, I swam over in a big size.
Small parcel.
Size 10 shoe. I wish. See?
I'm here.
Bill's saying it's the way you automatically opened your mouth.
What can I say? It's a reflex.
When she stood up, she looked straight at your penis and went. That's
can I say?
pretty disturbing, that, Michelle.
I'm a filthy girl. What can I say?
You are.
And our kids are all absolutely miniature as well.
Yeah, they're
Are
all
they?
teeny. They're teeny.
How many kids you got, Michelle?
I've got 3.
Bit loose, aren't you?
You've got 3 kids. He's got 3.
Here,
Got it.
if you had a
How old are
badge,
they?
those 2.
If I'm asking. How old are they?
13, 11. No, not 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, 11.
13,
13,
11,
11,
and
and 7. Yep.
Then I've got 24 and 25-year-old.
So do they all live with you two then, you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are they little bastards or what, Roy?
Kira Ann
Your little
is
twat, you.
Kira Ann's great. She's 13. Peter is
He's
just totally
just-
obsessed with computers, and
He's a dude, honestly.
he's just a wee dude.
a
He's gonna be an absolute heartbreaker.
I'm gonna have all the girls knocking at the door. I swear to God.
We go
Honest-
anywhere within 5 minutes of us going anywhere. He'll have made new friends and have his girls flocking around him.
Literally, there was loads of girls, like probably about 13 or 14, going, "Oh my God, you're so cute!" And like, cause he's like miniature. Yeah,
Is he taller than you then?
But
No. He's small. Kira Ann's the same. Kira Ann's 13-year-old is the same height as Michelle.
Do you reckon they're all going to be dwarfs?
Yeah.
I hope Kira Ann stretches a wee bit more. I do. I hope she just gets taller.
Well, I'm gonna borrow your rack, Mark, and then
just
sort of I can stretch them.
No, dude, I'm a short ass man. I'm only 5'10". I'm short.
I know.
Big dick though.
I still remember the first time I ever met you at the expo hall, and I was like, I wasn't expecting you to be as small as you were. It's like,
I thought you'd be taller.
and the first thing you did, you just shoved a bottle of Kilbury in my face. I was like,
Yeah, have that right. Because you asked for it.
I didn't.
You did you not?
No,
Well, I gave it to you because I like you.
because you were with. It was because of Bunny. You spoke to Bunny before, and knew Bunny. I had only ever seen you on a couple of shows and things, and so you went like that, just put it in my face, and then I
Yeah,
got back to you and said,
I'm quite small. Everyone says that. Fucking hell, I didn't expect you to be so short. Well, I'm not that short, dickhead. 5'10".
no, it's not short, but it's just the camera angle that you have makes you look taller.
Oh yeah, nice guys, just a little bit vapey. Yeah, he's a fucking monster of them on that guy. Flat Cat Vapor's about 6'8".
He was so flippin' tall.
God, it's
Oh my
ridiculous, isn't it?
God. He was so
I'm
tall.
thinking you look quite tall, you though.
Do you remember seeing him at Expo? He's like fucking enormous, isn't he? And he's got some bitch tits on him in the belly as well.
I honestly felt like such a tiny little person at Expo. I'm not kidding. Like everywhere I went.
If you
I
stood
was
near
like,
Gaz Flat Cat Vapor, you'd be up to his knee.
I did. I was like up to his waist. I was like, oh my God, he's tall.
Well, if it was Bunny, it should mean she didn't want to share her whiskey, so you got the Kilbury. I actually really like the Kilbury, apart from it was, as I said to you at the time, Mark, the one I got was a bit watery.
Yeah. I've started making it with ice now. I put some ice in it. It's fucking gorgeous, isn't it? Like she's vaping on it now. I love this stuff.
Really nice.
I'll send you a bottle, Roy. Do you like icy stuff?
Not really cold stuff, but I do like some things with a bit
No,
of ice
this is
in
not
it.
too cold because I don't like it like mega cold.
Because I'm still suffering from doing the colada challenge. 100% colada on a V-God dripper. I took 2 vapes of it and I couldn't breathe for about 3 hours after it.
Yeah, but have you ever vaped Colgate?
Colgate.
I have.
Oh.
Have you ever vaped fly spray? I have. True story, bro. I vaped vinegar as well. Sarsons.
Oh man.
I've tried red sauce.
Yes, LJ, you will get me a beer. Or 2, or 3, or 4. Don't you know who I am?
Or 20.
Room 306.
Yeah. You know who I am.
But the one thing, just very quickly now as we're getting close to 2 hours, I was shocked a little bit when I first met you, because seeing you on shows and on camera and your reviews and everything else, I was expecting you to be this in your face person whenever you meet you, but you in person, when you're around people that you haven't really sort of got to know, you're very shy and very withdrawn and very holding back person, and that shocked me a lot when I because I actually said to Bonnie, I was expecting him to be loud and bullshit in the way he is on camera. He goes, no, Mark, as in person is quite, until you get about 30 drinks in you.
No, it's not even that. Until I know someone, like I'm awkward around new people. That's the thing. Like if I don't know you, like I don't want to be too much of a fucking dickhead because everyone likes to be liked, don't they? So I'm quite withdrawn with new people. Once I get to know you, like you know now, Roy. Once I get to know you, I am what I am. This is me. Like I will be a gobshite and a douche and a dick and a loudmouth, but meeting new people, it's very difficult. Isn't it? I'm very withdrawn and shy. Yeah.
But you are literally one of the nicest people.
Oh, I appreciate that, Roy. I really do, and I appreciate your friendship. Like, you're a good dude, man.
Well,
Solid dude.
It's more the fact of there's certain people that make their way over to other people to say hello to if they see them, and you're one of those. There's other ones that'll sit back and wait on somebody coming to them.
Yeah, that's called ego, man. That's having an ego, like expecting people to come to you. Fuck that. I'll come to you, man. I'll say, shit, Roy, how you doing, man?
I like that.
Oh, Melinda, not at all.
I like that.
No.
Nah, Melinda, listen, you didn't ruin our expo. I'll tell you the truth, Melinda. Like I always do. It was a bit what's the word? I just think the way you come over like 50 million times was a little too much. That's all it was. Like you're a lovely fucking woman, absolute lovely woman, and being around you, it was an absolute joy. But I felt under pressure. I always felt under pressure, like because you kept coming over and trying to get me to eat stuff, and yeah, that was it.
Overwhelming. That's.
I am a fussy fucker.
That would be the word it'd be, and you weren't. But Melinda has got a heart of gold. At the end of the day, she's got an absolute heart of gold.
Yep.
She has got an absolute. She's the kind of person that would literally give the shit off her back if you needed it. Like to me, that's the kind of woman she is. And
but she has a bloody feeder.
The few and far between, aren't the people like Melinda? So you was a little bit annoying. I'm not gonna lie. You annoyed me slightly, but no, you're a good person, Melinda. Don't second guess yourself.
There's a difference between being slightly annoyed over something because somebody's constantly and being absolutely, oh, you ruined my expo.
Yeah.
I don't think me personally, nobody could ruin an expo for me because of the amount of different people that's there and everything else.
No, it would take something fucking seriously drastic to ruin an expo, wouldn't it? Like getting punched in the face or something. That's ruining an expo.
Even that dick that time whenever he upset Ryan and everything else, that didn't ruin my expo. And sort of like he disappeared and that was it. I got on with the expo and I really enjoyed it.
Yes, Cron, you will dance, monkey, dance. No, for me.
I'll tell you now, it was a shame the way the whole Melinda thing went down. Like afterwards, a lot of people turned on her, and I thought it was a little fucking over dramatic, if I'm being honest. Like, me and you spoke about it, didn't we, on the way home? Like, people are being like way too fucking OTT with it. She all she was doing was like trying to look after people and be nice and just be friendly, and that's what I got from it. It weren't.
I mean, if she saw anyone sitting by themselves, she'd be the first one to go over.
She'd be straight over talking to them. She'd sit down next to you, like give you a pat on the leg and talk to you. She's just a fucking talkative, outgoing person, isn't she? And I don't mind that at all.
Talkative feeder. She's a feeder. She self-admitted that she's a feeder, but she's a feeder.
Yeah, she's a feeder. And sometimes I don't want to eat your fucking chocolate bacon bark, alright? Just say it no is no.
Or you bag of dicks.
But it's good. I think it's quite good what she does though, because she goes around to stalls, and you know what it's like if you're at an expo and you're stuck on a stall and you're trying to get away for something to eat in that. I think it is a really good idea.
TBD, man. Listen, honest to God, I will talk to anyone. Like, especially if I recognise you, I'll be straight over. Like, oh, how you doing, man? Savvy you did. I'll talk to anyone, mate. Anybody. If anyone makes the time to come and talk to me, it's like I always say, like subscribers, if they want to come over, if they sit down with me for an hour, I'll do that. I don't mind. We'll have a beer together. We'll shoot the shit. To me, that's what Expo's all about: meeting people, sitting down, talking to people. it's not about egos. It's not about signing shit. It's not about fucking, you know, I'm this or I'm that. I'm not. I'm just a geezer. I'm just a vapor. I'm there to fucking see my mates and have a good time. That's it.
I do want you to sign my box, my Blitz.
Sign
What,
his
your dirt box? I'll sign that. No
Yeah.
problems.
Thanks too.
I still get your love bite.
I've got gold
tattoo.
Sharpie here with your fucking damn all over it, Roy.
Just shine. You need to sign my giant SP. Oh my god, I can't even say it now. FP. It's so huge. See when I use it, it's like. I want that Titan.
Hey, Michelle, I'll sign it for you. No problems.
I want that Titan setup. Seriously, it's freaking awesome. I
saw
tried.
that on your Instagram. That Titan setup is fucking in your hands. That looks like
I was like, oh my god.
you're holding a fucking twin tower.
It does. And seeing her with the suicide mods.
Oh my god,
With the overkill mills.
mods, they were awesome. The overjoule. It's like
I don't build coils TVD. I get my fucking man, Mr. Chris Grimes, to build my coils for me. That man is an absolute fucking genius when it comes to coil building.
And he's an
he's
an absolute gent as well.
Yeah, over the 5 years of sort of vaping, almost 6 years now of vaping, and I've used many fucking coil builders. That man is, without a shadow of a doubt, hands down, the best coil builder on the planet.
And do you know what? His prices aren't too bad either for coils. Like, for them being all handmade.
No, I mean, a lot of people say they're expensive, but you've got to see the work he puts into it. And he doesn't use cheap Chinese wire. I've seen his fucking... he showed me, right, his receipt for wire and where he gets it from. That motherfucker pays thousands for wire. And they're all mega clean. They come absolutely spotless. They don't have skin on. They don't have fucking, you know, sweat on them. It's brilliant.
Even his packaging is so...
Yeah.
It's just... It's really good. Because I was lucky enough to meet him at the 2 expos.
As far as I'm concerned, as long as my channel keeps going, it will be me and Chris Grimes. That'll be it. Every single video I put up, he gets his fucking picture put up there because he's just an absolute genius. That man. Yeah.
I got his brother.
So much time for Chris. And he's such a lovely bloke as well, isn't he?
He is.
Such a nice fella.
And he reminds me a little bit of you, Mark. On a social side, he's very quiet and retiring, and his brother is it his brother who he's with?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, his brother. Yeah.
His brother gave Michelle his crocodile, his wolf hat.
Well, he's like one of them as well. So, and I always say to people, like, you know, they'll say, I'm not sure what I want, and I'll always say, just message Chris, and he'll talk you through it. He'll talk you through it, like, tell him what you're vaping on, tell him what tank you're vaping on, or RDA, and he will talk you through it, and he will literally give you the best advice and sell you the best coils that he thinks will work for you.
Yeah.
And he does, and he will hand make them for you. Yeah. These are not coming off a shelf, or you know what I mean, or just have these. No, he's hand make them for you.
I enjoy seeing his posts. He puts the posts up, and like that one he put up yesterday or the day before, the 3 different coils.
Yeah.
At the same, coming out the same image and everything else, but there's totally 3. Because some people won't know the difference between what's a staggered fused Clapton or what's an alien or...
Most people don't give a fuck, mate. Unless you're a hobbyist vapor like us, most people they'll look at a coil and go, fuck's that.
Yeah.
Because when I first started, I rolled
his Staggertons though, his Staggertons that he make are literally fucking amazing.
I'm gonna have to get us. I'll get us a couple of sets.
Yeah. See, I'm quite simple when it comes to coils. I just like, you know, the fused Claptons. That's what I practically use. I love fused
nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that whatsoever. You know, if fused Claptons work for you, they work for you.
Yeah, that's just what
I like using fancier coils because obviously I'm down low, I'm making build videos and stuff, so I want some nice coils in there, and that's why working with Chris is an absolute fucking no-brainer for me, because, like I say, they're the best on the planet.
Well, there's one other builder that I rate up there as well, but you never hear that much about him. Mikra.
Listen,
I used Mikra coils for 2-3 years, mate.
Mikra
was one of my best friends.
Mikra's coils are absolute. I love his coils.
But they're still not a patch on Chris Grimes, trust me. Not even they're not even in the same league. Like, so Chris will be Premiership, Mikra's like Division 2, and Mikra's are still fucking awesome.
They're awesome.
I think any Chris's. I've got some in my box over there somewhere. Chris Grimes.
Go ahead, lad. I've got about fucking. How many have I got there?
I don't know. At least 20, 30.
About 30 pots.
I never don't have that.
Do you know what I never realised as well? Like, so he sends them me, and like you open a pot and there's 4 codes in there. I was expecting 2. There's always 4 in there. It's like shit, man.
That's good. Good going.
Yeah, spot on.
Right, folks. We've done over our 2 hours.
It's
been a very quick 2 hours.
It has flown, mate, hasn't it?
It has gone
It
so
has literally
fast.
just went like that.
Yeah.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed having both of you on here.
Oh, I've loved it, mate.
Me too.
Absolutely loved it.
Me too.
Just been a little bit of relaxation and.
Yeah, man. No, I appreciate it. Thank you.
But thank you to every single person that came into chat this evening and has interacted. My Nightbot won't know what's fucking hit it.
I know, it's like, oh my god. So many
So it
people.
won't. I don't think it's been fantastic, and it's been all down to your TVP army. It is, because it's most of them that's come in tonight. So
No, mate. Listen, I've loved it. Like I say, it's flown. You can tell when like a show's been good when it's like it feels like you've been on 20 minutes.
Yeah.
yeah,
And I
because
can't-
there was one show that I did. I had when I was bringing the Instagram ones in.
Oh my god.
And we had In the Pursuit. She's a big Instagram star,
Mm.
and that show felt like 5 hours.
To be fair though, if our internet was better, it probably would have been a wee bit better. Oi!
Well, Roy.
You missed it. They're down at my feet.
I thought it was a bit higher then. Lower,
I know
Roy,
it.
lower.
Oh. Ow! That's my toe. My toe. My
Right,
toe.
folks.
Oh.
Just as
I friggin' will, Melinda. Just you.
later,
wait.
Melinda, after show.
After show.
Right, folks. TVP and Becca, it's been an absolute pleasure to say having you
thank
on here
you.
this evening. Thank you for coming on, and Michelle, thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
My
You're
trusted sidekick.
Nah,
as
pleasure,
well.
mate. Absolute fucking pleasure.
And to everybody in chat.
I'm just a forever gatecrasher of this show now.
Yeah.
That's it.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, everybody enjoy your bank holiday tomorrow, and yeah, thanks for coming in. Really, really appreciate it.
You off tomorrow, Mark?
I am, yeah.
Woo woo.
No
Yeah.
no posted delivery for you tomorrow then.
Oh crap. I know.
No post tomorrow.
Thank God we got that parcel yesterday.
Right, headphone users beware, there is music coming up.
At your own risk.
Don't be saying pish flaps.
I don't
Great to
say
see you
that.
back here. Everybody loves you.